tomorrow after making an initial report to the High Curator of the Temple of the Knowing Mentor, and tell me a little about what you found so far, about a little bit of sketchiness, about a little aboleth situation. And he was like, "Okay, dope. Good job. Um, you gotta go find that key." And so you've returned back down to find that key. Um, and more importantly, go into the Temple of Corellon. But you have found that the Arkart's temple is closed to all but those most devout to him and his faith. But lucky enough, you guys certainly had some good foresight, and you went to go talk to a barkeep, which is the best place to gather information about the locals. Strange though it may be, you found the apparently 800 plus year old elven bartender who can't quite remember everything, and deferred you to a warrior down here in the depths that are in the same direction as your key you're looking for, who is such a worshiper of the Arcart, who may grant you access to the temple. You fought off the aboleth as it came for you. You guys fought off some crabs that attacked Gidget, and you also found, as an amazing archaeological discovery, the last words of the Apotheon inscribed upon clay tablet, an archaeological find of a lifetime. Uh, and with that, we will recommence our session with those crazy gnarly crabs all gone away after a little aerial, or I guess upper water bombardment, whatever we're gonna call it, and the gaining of this clay slab, the final words of the Apotheon. Let us commence from there. Okay.
Rock and roll.
So what would you like to do? Or
How's
I'll
everyone?
tell you what, this is something I've been doing lately to help kind of get into character. Why don't we start off with this? I'm going to start with Gidget. Um, Gidget, you are an archaeologist, and you have just found. I mean, the finding of the Kilmeril ruins probably, like, altogether, probably trumps the find. But these words would sort of reveal this long lost hero who you now seek. How's Gidget feeling to have made such, like, the discovery of her lifetime, probably?
I reckon she feels a little like Gollum. She'd like to go into a hole with her discovery and learn absolutely everything about it that could possibly be learned. She wants to put paper over it and take charcoal and scratch the edges and frame it and turn it into artwork. Like she's like everything else, and she's bleeding too, so like everything else is just a distraction from
You
what
could
she really
smear the
wants to
blood
do,
on the
which is
tablet
to
and
no.
press it and make stamps.
That's terrible. I'll throw her over to you, Coryllis. Um,
Shit.
Gidget is just bemused by this discovery of the words of the Apotheon, but perhaps of a greater concern to Coryllis, you, not the other members of this party, but you have lost people, and you've lost people recently, and
Yeah.
Gidget just blindsidingly in a couple like just out of the blue after a couple of seconds was struck down and almost killed by these like strange crabs. Is Coryllis's heart okay? And how is he
I
feeling about everything?
I think he's probably gonna try to keep it together as much as possible. So much that I don't think he's really noticing like the sights and sounds kind of. He's just focused on making sure people don't die. Like I'm kind of missing out on like the wonder of the scenario, I guess, because yeah, he's terrified that another person's gonna die and it keeps almost happening.
Okay, fair
Yeah,
enough.
and I
Very
just
much
had my
becoming
mind controlled and I could have been part of the problem. So
right, right. Uh, it, yeah, sort of finding yourself as the defender of the group. Uh, and with this, I mean, responsibility rides on your shoulders. You have the amulet, and you have to keep these people alive.
yep.
Um, Incredible. Prior, I'll grab you next, my friend. You are in a place that is it has its own holiness. The Archart himself has created a barrier that his temple cannot be disturbed other than those most devout. You are a staunch follower of the Luxon, but how does he feel about the prime deities and all of this history about them and the betrayers that's being uncovered here in Kelmara?
We're dealing with betrayer gods. These are the gods that have failed the people. I'm the one that follows the Luxon, the one who will rise up the people, who will bring them back from the beyond. The betrayers are, how should I put this? Not worthy? They're still followed. They're followed by people who are lost. We can use them to get in. I fear for their souls.
Mm, awesome, Crier. That was great. That was like a sermon. I loved it. Incredible. And last but not least, Seeker, my friend, you've been trying to get down into these ruins for ages. And finally, you have gotten here, and the discoveries are plethora. How is Seeker feeling and reacting to everything?
Look, a double-edged sword. And that Seeker is like on cloud nine, noticing all these like things that no one's seen before, ancient wines, an actual living person from God knows how far back, but also everything's so deadly. Probably the most dangerous place they've been in a long time, and their perfectionist mindset means that if they're not coming back with everyone alive at the end of it, it's just not can't have that. Hence
Got
the
it.
somewhat
Understood.
self-sacrificing fight with the aboleth, just lightning breathing regardless of how much that might hurt.
Hey, fair enough. The guy who straps himself into the biggest armor possible and throws himself between the big bad guy and the allies, that's not something you do on a whim. That's not something you do for fun. That's something that there's something to that.
That's some
And
hero
hey,
shit.
maybe yeah, that's hero exactly. That's hero shit. And hey, maybe Kronos and Seeker are having a little like anxiety moment over Gidget's near fall. Um, Incredible. Uh, with that all sort of behind you, Gidget having acquired the slab, the crab's now gone, and more ruin to explore. With all of these feelings in the air, you may do whatever you like. You may talk to your party members however you like, and you may continue to explore wherever you like. So, what is the next steps?
Could, if I might request, if we could either take a short little rest, or prior, if you could hit me up with some of that premium Lux and healing. I'm feeling a bit peaked, and I'm sorry, y'all. I I got distracted by the shinies, and I did not think that I was gonna get eaten by crabs. I am.
Okay,
I apologize for putting y'all in danger.
I went into the room and almost got killed by fish, so we're even.
I,
All right.
I prefer it when I'm at the top of the food chain. I'm not liking this change of if I don't like that's not my favorite part of the journey, I gotta tell you.
Fear not, Gidget, I shall pray for you. I'll put my hand on her shoulder. Cast say a small prayer to the Luxon and cast Cure Wounds at second level. Does 20 hit points help you? You're mute.
That is quite helpful, thank you. Uh, I am no longer bloody. That's quite helpful.
Yeah. Am I bloody? I am just slightly bloodied.
In fact, I'm gonna give myself
Mm.
a another little shot of healing of my own.
Concoction.
'Cause
And you can take a
damn.
short rest if you want. You may find a place to rest, please.
think a rest would be good. If we can, we need to keep our eyes, ears, and our brains open to if the false prophet comes back.
I will say this, Coryllis, being the expert of underwater, period, amongst the group, um, you know that things work very differently underwater than they do on the surface.
Yeah,
Like, yeah, you clear out a room on the surface, you can usually, like, sort of hamper down there and everything could be fine. You can take a little bit of time to rest. Um, and then if enemies should come, they will walk and find and maybe happen upon you all. And the same is true down here, but water and currents and so forth can be a little bit more unpredictable when it comes to creatures from the depths. You
yeah,
absolutely can hunt, like try and hunker down here, maybe in these little ruins here. But that doesn't mean, much like if you were camping out in a dangerous ruin anywhere else, a danger may not find its way to you during your rest.
yeah, true. Perhaps we
But
find
then
somewhere
again,
else to rest.
traveling may very well also bring danger to you as well. So
Yeah.
you got a little bit of a rock and a hard place here.
Okay, while we're kind of deciding what we're doing and the healing's happening, can I like swim around to like any of the openings? Like the
Yeah.
non-traditional openings, not the doors and windows, but like where the crabs went in and out and like if there's any more of those kind of zones.
You wanna look around the ruins specifically for other potential dangers?
Yeah, or like points of
Okay.
entry for potential dangers.
Yeah, make me a perception or investigation check, your choice.
All right.
Do you have a light source? I realize I've not been very earnest about
You
light.
can request me for a light source, and I can
Light,
bestow
please.
a great light. Yeah, I cast light.
Hell yeah.
Uh,
All right.
Incredible. Yes, it is quite dark down here. It's worth noting. With
Sweet.
the
I'll
help
like
of
offer up my my gem focus that's like weaved onto my hand as like the light focus,
fair enough.
and then I'll use that as like a flashlight.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, go ahead and make your rolls. Fantastic.
Sweet. Yeah. Boop. Oh shit, I
Right.
crit.
Woo!
23.
23. You find um you find these like couple of like little exits and entrances that the crabs used. Um but like this thing has an open roof. It has, window openings, it has cragged openings. The What the cover would provide you in this place is visual obscurement from anything passing by. That would be the major benefit of this place. But in the water, um, high walls don't count for much because they can be swim over. So this place is like it's not terribly secure.
Yeah.
Um, no, yeah, anything could easily get in and out of this place as it has no roof and it has many openings. Um, but it could hide you from danger.
Can I take a look out and see if there's any more of the like enchanted underwater safety water bubble ball hallways or
There is
something?
not. There's not. You know that it was back, like way back there on the other side of the Temple of Corellon, that the allegiance of all sight, like that's where their progress is halted. That's as far as they've gotten so far with setting up the keystones. So you
Okay.
would have to return to at least the library where you confronted that bitch. Um,
Mm.
if you at least there, if not deeper in, to get some refuge. You guys are very much in no man's land of the site.
Yeah. So I think, I mean, we could potentially take a rest here, but I mean, we are open on all sides, including the floor, so we might not make it through the rest before we are attacked again. I mean, I could see about trying to communicate with the creatures down here, but they seem to be corrupted, so I don't know if that would work at all.
Yeah, I don't know that you should try to talk to anything that's got the ruidium on it. I don't know if it's going to be friendly.
Yeah, I mean, those crabs we put Zephyr in, so I don't think they will come back, especially if
Can
I just tell them I'm still here.
can you tell what what time of day it is?
No.
And I'm
I took a second. I'm like, anything you got? Nope.
No. If I do recall, you guys basically came down here and then directly proceeded out into the water where you confronted the aboleth and now have ended up here. So it's fairly early in the day.
Yeah, I don't
that's what
see it
I
being
was
much later
thinking.
than noon.
Yeah. But there's certainly no sun or
Do
viable way to track daylight.
do we think that if we go back to some place we know is safe, that we're not gonna have the same damn problem with the freaking thing coming back to this point? Because man, I'd hate to have to do that a second time today.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
have any way
what
of
you
knowing.
know, Krillis, is that the ruins that have not been secured by the Allegiance of Allsight,
Yeah,
there, there are hungry sea creatures liable to be lurking around any corner. So
yeah,
that's the nature of the situation.
yeah. Forward is unsafe. Here is the most dangerous that I am comfortable with, maybe. Anywhere else would we would have to go back. And we don't know if the aboleth has licked its wounds or not.
I'll let you make a survival check, Krillis,
It
to
sounds
assess the safety of this place as far as like what creatures may lurk.
Guidance.
Okay.
I remembered. Oh, baby. I'm spending it. I don't care. Roll. Come on. Yeah, 24.
Excellent. If you travel, you're liable to run into something. That is whether it's forward or back. As for here, this place was already claimed as the territory of those crabs, and now that those crabs have been defeated, it may take time for other creatures to understand that this territory is open for business again. If you're looking for the safest possibility to rest, it's probably here because the territory was claimed and has now been unclaimed thanks to all of you.
Okay. Yeah, my worry is going back, we could trigger some more fights. Maybe if we keep our watches very tight and we keep eyes on all entrances, exits, we could be okay. That's long enough.
I don't know this terrain, so if that's what you say, I think I'm all about letting the experts make the decisions.
Yeah. Just make sure there's at least two of us on lookout at all times. Ideally, all of us, but we have some patching up to do. You okay? Insight check.
I know
Um,
she's
Make me a persuasion or deception check, depending on if the little nod is genuine to her, how she feels.
oh bummer. Um,
Tell me everything.
hmm.
I got 21.
All right, so like physically I'm bleeding, but I'll be fine in an hour, and I can throw up a healing. It's true, but I'm annoyed because I want to read.
What did you roll
I
first?
rolled I rolled a one for deception.
Okay.
Yeah,
I just felt like the only way for her to pull off a one for deception was just to come out with the absolute truth.
Oh, fair enough,
yeah,
fair
fair.
enough, yeah. You nod and you're like, okay, that was a fucking lie. I'm sorry, guys. I didn't mean to lie. Incredible. Yeah, you're like, Gidget's like, yeah, I'm great. And meanwhile, just like the water around her is like a full, nice little red glow around her, ready to open wounds. And you're like, okay, you're bullshit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
I
sit
know.
down and get my shit straight. She's gonna just sit and try to take her short rest.
That scene was ever that entire scene was just like that was like a parent being like, "You scraped your knee, are you okay?" And the kid like just like sobbing but being like, "Uh-huh." It's like, "Okay, we're gonna go sit down now. We're gonna stop playing for a minute." Okay. Um, incredible. You guys can pop a squat. You guys can take a minute,
Yeah.
recover, recuperate, prepare for the journey ahead.
I'll swim down to the crab hole, and with my emissary of the sea, I'll communicate a simple idea. They can
Emissary of the
understand your
sea.
words, but you cannot understand them in return. But I can communicate simple ideas to any beast, plant, or elemental monstrosity with a swimming speed. Oh, it also includes monstrosities. Woohoo!
Ooh, damn, sir.
Yeah, so I'm just
Um,
gonna be like, uh, we are still down here. We will leave your territory as soon as we are finished. I'm sorry for what happened before. We will leave. Just give us
who are
time.
you? Who are you
I'm
saying this to?
shouting it down the crab hole.
Okay, understood.
Um, uh, the crabs don't have a swimming speed. They couldn't get up here.
That's true.
Well,
They don't have a swimming speed. I'd give it anyway because they're like sea beasties. But I would give it in that case. But Corellus, maybe a nature check.
yeah, sure. Those are my streak ends. No, 15's good.
That wasn't a beast. That wasn't a monstrosity. That was an entire aberration of the natural order of
Oh,
things. That was nothing that you possess the power to communicate with. And even if you
yeah.
could, it probably wouldn't care about things like territory or respect or your life.
Okay, I'm just gonna put this rock right here.
Yeah, fair enough.
Close the door.
Yeah, fair enough. And after blasting them like that, there's probably very little chance they will ever return.
Yeah, I would think so.
Yeah, the holes they went into weren't like crab holes or like dugouts or anything like that. They were like holes in the wall that allowed them to like escape the ruin and run the fuck away
Oh,
as
right
fast as
on.
they can. Yeah,
Okay. Well, anything else that hurt, stay away.
understood. But you kind of put that. You're saying this to the crowd, and you're like, no, they don't care. And some fish are like, it's okay, Krillus. We for- we forgive you.
Bye, buddy. I
Uh,
hope you find your dad.
we hated those motherfuckers. Uh, incredible. Um, what do you guys do during your short rest? Anything? I'm sure Gidget is just winding and winding and winding gauze around her many wounds. What about the rest of you?
I'd
Seeker
rather
Keep
not.
it. Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. I'd rather not
Suck at the
think about
popcorn
pulling
candy.
out. I'd rather not think about pulling out my holy book underwater. It seems like a completely bad idea.
Hmm.
I will say, for the sake of people not going in the water, ruining everything in their inventory, I will say prior that your holy book is wrote on like a fine velium, which will withstand the test of time and the elements. So it's surviving. You can take it out and read it if you wanted to. It's a thicker paper. Okay.
Okay.
Seeker,
I'll
you had
just.
something? Oh, sorry.
Seeker
Go
is
ahead.
mostly like sort of
Yeah, go
not
ahead.
just not like disassociated, but kind of like is clearly eager to press on. Doesn't like just sitting here in the ruins, like underwater.
Yeah, it's like being taken to Disney World, and the moment you get through the gate and see Disney World appear, your parents are like, "Sit down, we gotta go through our bags for no reason or something." You're like,
Yeah,
"What?"
Get just triggered.
it's just
Yeah, I can see
like
that.
just drumming, like you can just ding, 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 drumming their fingers on the metal.
Incredible. Coryllis, are you definitely taking out a Bowie knife and writing "Coryllis was here" on the ruins of Kael'mara?
Uh, no, if Gidget wasn't here or she was having a
Yes.
quick nap, maybe, but I'm just gonna be keep my eyes out. I'm gonna be swimming around to each of the egresses and doing my thing. I'll do sorceress restoration and uh hit dice as well.
Understood. Ever the dutiful Triton.
Yeah,
Triton are considered the shepherds of the sea. It's important to keep an eye on
yeah.
things.
I'm shepherding.
Um, Go ahead and everybody get your short rest. Yes, you will not be waylaid or attacked in this place. The territory has not been claimed by anything more dangerous yet.
Ooh. I can get 4 back. Still don't have it quite figured out. Um, Sorcery points and like changing those into spell slots and stuff.
It is, yeah, I believe it's just a bonus action to make the swap. It's
Is it?
two
I
for
thought it
first
was like a.
level. I could
Oh,
be
that.
wrong.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
To do the font of magic,
yeah.
create spell
Two,
slots. Yeah,
2 for first, 3 for second, 5 for third.
yeah. It's whatever the spell
Okay.
slot is plus one, and then I believe you can recuperate sorcery points on a short rest, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. Okay, I'm doing that.
Yeah, sorcerers are always my sorcerer players are always not you, but are always complaining about a low spell selection, and I'm like, yeah, but you're a fucking spell machine gun, so shut up.
Yeah. Seriously. Okay, I convert my sorcery points, yada yada, and I get myself a 4th level spell slot back. Because I might need it.
Incredible.
And then hit dice.
Give that a minute, everybody. Okay, let's get back to it.
Okay.
I, like Seeker, am antsy. Um, okay, recuperation spade, watery gauze, tightly wound around arms and limbs. Um, yeah, some of you guys are having an easier time swimming than others, that's for sure, depending on what you're wearing. Yeah, Seeker, I imagine that you're kind of sort of jumping to swim with all that heavy armor on, or maybe there's a magical enchantment that allows buoyancy, perhaps. Um, yeah, depending on what Prior and Gidget are wearing, it's probably, especially you, Prior, with all of the robes and vestments, it's probably very difficult to swim, and you're always patting down all of your outfits so it's not suffocating you.
I
Um,
think based
this,
on the armor type that I'm using right now, there's like a sort of like almost it's like sort of pulse that comes out of the feet. So doom, doom,
oh,
kind of a
cool.
sonic boost.
Very nice.
Just
Oh, no
about makes
shit.
up for how heavy it is.
Fair enough, fair enough. Okay, then let us return to the adventure. Um,
Hell yeah.
you have some choices to make, folks. You made it over here to this little piece of the ruins. Oh, what's this building back here? Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. So, as you were looking around, there were two buildings to go to. There's the one that is south. This is not right. Hang on. Yes. There we go. One that is southeast of your position, and one that is northeast of your position. One looks to be just like it's been ruined down almost to its foundation. The other looks like an actual building structure. Where are you swimming to?
Seeker points towards the building that's not totally destroyed, and also I think is the one that was being talked about as being like a villa with like the key behind it or something.
Fair enough.
Yeah, we should go there.
All right, going for a little swim. You
All
guys,
right.
Mission Impossible over there. Make
Yeah.
your way up and over. The roof of this building is collapsed, but its 20-foot high walls remain mostly intact. Coral grows around a closed stone door at the base of the structure. This place looks like maybe a couple hundred years ago, it may have served as some kind of villa.
Hmm. Shall we swim through the ceiling? Yeah. Okay. Well, swim over to the opening in the top. Get just a little doggy paddle. I love it.
All right, little doggy paddle it is. You make your way up to the roof. Um, let's see here.
Shape water to
So
blast Seeker up and up over there.
nice. Give me just a moment. I think this is not. Uh, ooh, well, give me a moment. I think I need to make a little adjustment to the structure here. Yeah, I gotta make a quick adjustment to the structure because this is not very accurate to what it's supposed to be. My apologies. Yeah, I'll get rid of all that. And there should be, yeah, the wall closing away here. Sorry about that. Okay, excellent. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Okay, you guys make your way through.
Yeah.
Bring that exposure back up. Bring my water back online. There it is.
Whoa.
Okay, swim, 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 swim. You make your way through the ceiling, which in fairness should be 20 feet tall. This is all relevant, I promise. This isn't just for my happy aesthetic brain. Okay. You make your way up and over and in. Floating in the middle of this ruined villa is a huge jellyfish-like creature with barbed tentacles. Its bell is covered with a crystalline lattice that has a great axe with veins of iridium arcing up the blade wedged in it. Beneath the bell, a tendrillous crimson mask crackles with energy and provides shelter to a school of tiny sharp-toothed fish. You kind of spy this as you're making your way in to proceed.
I don't like that description.
Went back and whispered to everyone what I found.
Oh, that doesn't sound friend-shaped.
Like you would enjoy the hugs.
Did you
It's
say
like,
axe?
yeah, it's like a ruidium axe stuck inside. That could be the key. Wouldn't a useful weapon
Hmm.
for now until we send it to get destroyed.
Axe is not key. And then I'll repeat back in the words in which we received them that the key was in the southern cliffs
Hmm.
in the ruined villa.
But did they not say that the ruidium objects could be used as a key, like a weapon or something?
They said only a iridium infused weapon can open the rift. Or the key.
Okay. So hey, key. Maybe we have both.
Oh, maybe we try to find the key first before we deal with the angry jellyfish and toothy friends.
Yeah. I do also have the worry that if we do not eliminate this problem here, that if we try to fight the other one, it may pull it in as a friend because it has its mind powers.
Well, that is a thing, ain't it?
Hmm.
Sugar.
Yeah. I mean, we are fully rested. Maybe we could handle this. I don't
Seeker
see
will
how it could
kind
be
of
worse than the aboleth.
Seeker will shake their head. Iridium infused weapon. I will not touch.
Ah, all right. Maybe we avoid them.
Me?
She kind of like sort of makes a motion to kind of go around the building.
We would also miss all the archaeological finds that are in there.
I mean, we got a lot for the day. If we can find the key and not make the jellyfish angry, that ain't a bad idea.
Yeah, I could try to explore in here invisible, but I mean, they will smell the water. It's not really the eyesight that is something to worry about.
If we risk a fight and then the aboleth returns, and then Secret's kind of like a motion of
Yeah. So maybe we check out the other ruin then for safety.
check.
Oh,
Uh,
the rest of the villa? Can we check part of the villa that don't have a jellyfish in it?
Try the perimeter.
The what?
Perimeter.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. We'll do a cautious lap.
Right. Do a cautious lap. There's nothing on the exterior that's of tremendous interest, I'm sorry to say.
Or points of entry to like a lower level or something.
Yeah, well, there's if this was once a multi-leveled building, but has since collapsed on itself.
Hmm.
There's only about 20 feet left of the building, which I'm trying to put together hastily because someone took artistic liberties. Only I take artistic liberties.
Uh,
Um, but no, unfortunately, it does seem to be that the only ways in are the stone door or the open roof. And it is one sort of large system, shall we say.
All right,
yeah.
so it's one room.
Yeah.
Okay, get the ruins first? I don't know.
Yeah.
There are other places to explore. There are structures further to the north. You guys are feeling a little light and don't want to tangle with jellyfish right now.
Yeah, let's go take a good look at the flatter one.
All right. Okay. You guys elect to perhaps tangle with the jellyfish at another time. Fair enough. Nothing wrong with uh, coming back when you're ready. Get out of here, cute little crystals. God damn it. God damn it.
why do you have to be
All
so
right.
cute?
Get out of here. It's supposed to be spooky, not cute. There. And breathe. Um, Incredible. You guys keep on moving on, leaving Big Jellyfish Man behind. Swimming north, you guys are going to find indeed another building altogether. This one is. It seems to have looked like it was once a watchtower, perhaps. This watchtower is perched on a hilltop overlook that overlooks the rest of the sunken city. The structure is roughly 30 feet high, but used to be taller. Part of it is collapsed, leaving the remarkable structure like a jagged crown of loosely fitted stone. A single stone door leads into the tower at ground level.
I'll swim up to it and just Vanna White the door.
And what the door, sorry?
Vanna White from the Wheel of Fortune should just come up.
Oh, got it. Hannah White. Yeah. You guys swim over to take a look around. Someone didn't get their shit right. They made that building too tall and this one too small.
What a damn fool.
What a fool. All right, you guys peer into the tower. You could either do it through the open door or by swimming up to the roof and looking down. Which do you choose?
Up to you
Roof?
guys. Yeah, sure.
Uh,
I'll grab Seeker's hand and pull him up.
What's your strength
okay.
score?
What's that?
What's your strength score?
Oh God. Double underwater.
Let's not talk about it.
10.
It's difficult, Chris.
Yeah,
you're
you. No.
I'm struggling.
yeah, you struggle, my friend. You struggle.
As fortunately, just as an artificer, my armor circumvents the strength requirement, but for everyone else, that's the strength of 15 required to lift this armor.
Fuck's sake.
yeah, even under maybe even especially on even under the water,
Yeah.
you're struggling to pull him up, and it is not working. I'm sorry to say.
Shoot. Well, maybe bust through the door when we call you.
So you just kind of
Kool-Aid man that shit.
kind of just like eventually they propel themselves up a bit enough to actually like look over.
Hey, nonetheless, you can make your way up the side, and the place is
Yeah.
certainly beat up enough that there's enough handholds you can, like, you know, in water, pull yourself up a bit. You guys all make your way to the top, and you can still swim. It's all flavor that you
Yeah.
are walking on the floor. Um, you look inside the roof, and you see a crumbling staircase follows the inside wall as it climbs to a 15-foot high balcony. The stairs continue upward until they disappear a few short feet. A few short of the open top of the tower. Jesus. But within, much more interestingly, armed wraith-like forms move around the inside of the tower, like a battle-ready garrison that doesn't know that the war is long over. Floating a few feet above the balcony is a pale, spectral orc.
That could
There
be
seems
like
to be
this.
about 8 of these warriors, and indeed the orc seems to be the floating commander.
They could be like the librarians, those ghosts. Gidget, you could speak to them, kind of, right? Could they
I,
speak kind of like elvish like you do?
I don't know. I don't speak Orcish at all.
I imagine it's similar to the one that you were speaking before. If you could communicate with the lady at the sunken tavern, then maybe it would be the same.
You want me to go say hi?
We'll come with you. But yeah,
Uh, uh, um, okay.
yeah, we go float up
I
to the
guess
rim.
we're gonna go say hello.
Got this, don't you?
As you crest the top, um, heads turn. The orc is the first to see you, but the other warriors sort of turn, and they very quickly move in the water, like through the water towards all of you, up towards and around this orc, as if defending the tower and the orc specifically from you defenders here immediately to defend. This orc, very surprisingly soft-spoken for the setting. His voice comes in spectrally. And he himself has not raised a weapon. Uh, here we are. Sorry, I just want to make sure I'm getting on my. Oh no, my apologies. The floating guy was the commander, and that commander will speak. Um, he says he isn't raising his own weapon. His other warriors have, but he has his hand on his sword at his side. Um, and he says, "Halt! We are the last wardens of the drowned city. Any invasion upon our watchtower is unwelcome."
Um,
All right, well, peace, peace. She'll start swimming backwards. All right, y'all, they don't want to talk.
Can I swim
They're
up
they're
very
not here to visit.
non-threateningly? I'll try to swim up very non-threateningly,
Yeah.
like no weapons.
Okay. They like
Um,
go to calm, but then they see you and kind of return to their defensive posture.
my apologies for invading your protected spaces. My group and I have come to the drowned city in order to purge the great evil that is infecting your lands. We were hoping that there were some insights that we could gain as we traveled around. You know of this creature? What is happening here?
Say, we know of dangers here. If you mean to go deal with the dangers, do not come here, for we defend the tower.
I understand.
The orcish priest kind of looks at you closely and will say, "What an odd necklace you possess. I've only ever seen its like once before. No
Yes,
different."
has been given down to me by your champion.
The Parthian. You know the Parthian.
He has spoken to us through vision and um magic. He has given us the task of ridding the great evil here and saving his soul.
The warrior commander, uh, the yeah, the commander says, free him from evil. What evil befalls him?"
The great beast, the tentacled one. You know of the great evils here, you said.
There are many great evils here, warrior. The priest will look over to the commander, um, and he will say, "If they are here to aid the Alexian, is this not a worthy goal? To aid his spirits?" The commander looks assessingly at his orcish priest friend and back at you and nods back to his men, and they retract their swords. The commander will say, "Indeed, if your purpose is to help the Apothian and his soul, it is worthy. You may be welcome here if that is the case. We have
Thank you.
known Alexian long ago. He was a worthy warrior. Is a worthy warrior."
Yes, and he needs help. Thank you for offering us as much.
Uh, the uh, the commander says, "I am Beltrith." And this here, referring to the priest, says, "This is our priest, Hadare."
It is a great pleasure to be in your presence.
The priest sort of just bows very gently, humbly, and says, "May the blessings of the Arcad keep you safe in your journeys."
To you. Thank you. The Arcart. You must be of the temple. And I gestured to the holy person.
He says, "Yes, I am a priest of the Arcads. Much danger has come to us. Well, it is good that I have such stalwart friends, for I have sworn an oath to abstain and abjure all violence. I feel it is the best that can be done in such times of trouble."
As much as is possible, I have the same intention. It's good to meet you. Very good. May we come inside the tower?
Yes, yes, please. You are on a worthy goal. Your intentions are heroic. Please, come
Thank you.
within if you wish.
Right. Swim, swim, swim. And I'll gesture to everyone. Come on.
Yep, you four all come in. The warriors, at the behest of their commanders, sort of return back to their duties. Again, sort of attending to the place as if it had never fallen. Um, as if they cannot see that it is overgrown and taken by coral and seaweed and the years and years of erosion. But the commander, and I'm gonna put all these names in the Discord for you guys. But the
Okay, hot.
commander and the priest will remain present to speak to you.
Wonderful. Do you know when things down here had begun to change? We have become aware of these empowered crystals that are infecting the life around here and the minds of those still living.
They both look at each other um, with uncertainty, and uh, Priest Hadari will say, "We have been here for centuries now, but it's difficult to recall exactly when everything happened, when things grew more grim.
I understand.
Things have always been grim," or the commander will say this, "things have always been grim here in the drowned city. Always danger. We must always be prepared."
It's a great shame that a place so beautiful has fallen to this, but it's nice to know that it has worthy defenders still after all this time.
Commander nods dutifully.
Uh, my companions and I were wondering if you might show us the temple. I understand that the necklace here that I bear heavy on my chest was of the Apothian, and he was blessed by three of the prime deities. I
Uh,
wondered if I might learn more about him or about the Arcot in the temple.
Hadari, the commander looks over to Hadari and says, "Well, you should speak to this. I never actually had the luxury of meeting the Apothian." Priest Hadari says, "Indeed, I met Alexia once very long ago. Well, while the warrior was says, well, while I was praying, while these warriors were praying to Corellon for aid in the hours before Kael'Maro's destruction, I was blessed by his presence and had the rare opportunity to meet the Apothian. It is a shame that he is gone.
Yes.
But you claim that he can be saved. He has been dead for centuries."
We spoke to what we believe to be his soul, and his soul is in torment here somewhere.
His soul, if he fell, if he died, his soul would have surely been claimed and brought to its rightful place beyond. He was a he was appearance and instilled power by three prime deities. The idea that his soul would remain on this mortal plane is it is hard to believe.
I understand. The worst thing that we could be is wrong and rid this place of some of the evils that are already here. The
Well,
best is that it is true.
I will say this, Corellus, as a detail and a note. The visages, like the visions and whatnot that you have experienced, they have asked you to come save him. That would imply he lives.
Oh shit. But there is a chance that he is still alive. And like I said, the worst case is that we rid this place of some of the evil that lurks within, and the best is that we save him in whatever way he is, alive or his soul. I think
Uh,
in all cases it is worthy.
Haldari seems, you know, this person was very much like a hero, or even like, well, you by the writings, a demigod to these people, right?
Yeah,
Um, and a fallen, long dead martyr to them. Um, to hear that he yet lives, that the story they know is not true, it is difficult to swallow. But Haldari looks down at the amulet that you proudly display. Make me a persuasion check. I will give you advantage because you have the jewel.
oh baby. Let's go. Yeah, I don't know why I rolled twice. We'll just take the first one. Accurate, 27.
27.
With disadvantage would have
Hadari
been
will sort
25.
of Hadari will sort of float closer to you and look at the amulet and says, "The Parthian showed me this necklace when I met him. He told me of its many properties. Was it broken? It does not seem complete to me. I The Arkhart's influence is not upon this necklace. Has something happened to it?"
Not that I know. I don't see any signs of damage, but I have seen it grow. When I first encountered it, it was simply this jewel up here, and it
I
has
see.
since grown to this. It is missing a piece blessed by the
Um,
Arcart.
Andra and the Moonweaver. You have yet to gain the powers of the Archant. Huh. How the gods work in such mysterious ways. Well,
Yes,
if you mean to save the Apothian, if he yet lives and can be saved, then we'll need all the help we can get. Have you gone to the Temple of Corellon? Here, it still
we
remains restored.
we have, yes, but as we are followers of other deities, myself, the Moonweaver, my friend here, Seluxin, we
The
have not been
commander
granted
raises an eyebrow and
entry.
says, "The Luxon? What kind of lesser idol do you speak of?"
Tis a sun god from a different land.
He squints distrustfully, but the priest continues regardless. He says, "I understand. I will tell you what. As I have said, I will abjure all violence and will not utilize possessions of any kind, such as the oath that I have taken. I cannot defend myself, and such is my oath. If you were to provide me with protection, perhaps I may grant you entrance to the temple, and the Apothian's amulet may be complete."
Yes, I was for it.
The commander says, "Are you sure about this? They worship false idols." He says, "And yet they possess the jewel of three prayers, and they have come here at the bidding of the Apothian himself. We must have faith, my friend." He nods defers to the priest's intentions. He says, "Then when you are ready, simply let me know, and I will follow you to the Temple of Corellon. I'll grant you access."
Thank you. And we'll probably take a quick archaeological gander before we go. Yeah?
"You dare to gander?" No, it's fine. Go ahead. Um, yeah, you guys can absolutely do a little a wee gander if you please. Um,
I'll just help action if someone's gonna roll.
Roll. Just look around. One investigation. What? Perception.
uh, yeah, if you want to do a little looking around, I'll be honest, it's not too hard. Uh, I'll say you guys do like a cursive sweep, but you do not find anything of tremendous value or interest, I'm sorry to say.
Okay.
That's fine.
Huh. Okay. Shall you proceed to continue your adventure hence?
Yes, quietly proceed to the temple.
All right. And so you do. With great care, you begin to make your way. The priest goes with you, cautiously, and I'm gonna get a quick mini for him. I'm gonna give him the spooky sort of Watcher in the Night kind of creature. Um, yes, the priest goes with you. I am going to roll to see if any danger comes. Ooh, I didn't look at this. You make your way down a narrow, winding path that would descend from this watchtower. Its rocky slope, strewn with oddly shaped chunks of stone. The path split into two branches that end up, uh, that each end up a different 80-foot high peak, which is where you got into the watchtower. What's left of the once elegant villa rests on one peak, and the crumbling watchtower adorns the other, which is where you have just come from. Um, uh, got it. But you swim over top of it, making your way and descending towards, taking a beeline, perhaps directly towards the Temple of Corellon. On the way, you will look down to see what is a kelp forest directly beneath you.
Oh, I
Um,
love it.
yeah, you're currently swimming over top, but if you want to like descend and enter the kelp forest, you certainly can.
That doesn't seem like a bad idea at all. Yeah.
Yeah, you're going in.
Yeah, I'll like swim around, just lick it.
Once a lush garden, this area is now filled with strands of kelp that rise high, about 30 feet. Small shrines built of pale stone stand among the growth. The surfaces are carved with images of the face of Corellon, serene and benevolent. You also will notice
Love it.
two more of those creatures that went and alerted the aboleth in the center. Uh,
Uh-huh.
yeah. Um,
Yep. I'll pop my head out.
you
I think we should hurry up.
Do you want to make a stealth check before you run into this creature?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, awesome. I'll also put forth as you're here, you might see a maybe aboleth-sized cave.
Okay. Noted.
Perhaps this was its lair. Who could say?
Yeah. That's a 14 stealth, my good man.
Uh,
Pretty mid.
it's pretty mid. It's pretty intensely mid. Um, one more time. 14.
14.
You just meet and beat the passive perception of these two
Yes.
aboleth-spawned tentacle creatures that sort of swim around, trident in hand, infected by residuum. So if you
Scoot
wish
around
to
them.
evade, you most certainly can.
Yeah, I'll pop out the side and do one of those shush fingers and then just kind of do a wide berth.
Okay, you do a wide berth and leave the kelp forest behind along with its servants.
I had a
Um,
peaceful and benevolent time though. Beginning.
in the beginning, got it. Okay, you make your way past the kelp forest and approach the Temple of Corellon. Yay! You return back to the beautiful temple. Um,
Temple of Corellon, Charlie.
you That was a good reference. Good, well done. I must admit. You got me. You caught me off guard. Um, you guys find your way around. You follow the priest. He makes his way all the way to the very back of the temple. All the way around he goes.
Yeah, the entrance.
As you make it to this side of the temple, you are going to see that these doors are open. And as if the barrier was just never there in the first place, the priest just begins to sort of swim towards its interior, beckoning you onward. The thing you will notice, however, as you look down at the ground very clearly, is that there are many veins of residuum sprawling out of the temple doors and across the ground like a spreading blight. Do you wish to enter regardless?
Yeah. Oh no, but yeah.
Incredible, incredible, and so you do.
I'll turn on the light on my necklace. Tap tap. Is this thing
Okay.
on?
I'm gonna send you guys a picture of what the interior of the temple looks like. We love pictures.
Yippee.
This will come on Discord, and bing! Probably not concerning at all, right?
Holy
It's,
fuck.
it's fine. It's not even that big a deal.
The
Yeah,
floor is lava.
Seeker just lingers at the entrance, seeing this, doesn't want to go in.
uh, the priest turns around and looks at you, Seeker, and says, "Do you worship idols that rebuke the Archons?"
Not I val I value my mind. What kind of gesture to the red crystals?
The
This
priest,
crystal
yeah,
erodes the mind.
he smiles and will look at you and says, "Then have faith. The Archon will guard your mind, for he is a god of art and passion and magic, and so ever long as you hold his blessing, he will ensure your safety."
Frog like that's good enough for me.
Seeker will kind of like look back at the ruined city.
Yeah.
"Fear not," he says. You're like, okay. Do you go in or do you stay?
I like swim up to the very top of the to the ceiling.
Keep high and away. Fair enough, fair enough.
Yeah.
Um, you all enter. The interior of the temple is dry. Um,
Oh.
lavishly sculpted pillar. Oh, well, that's a good point.
Oh, can't
To
swim.
understand. Yeah.
Oh dear.
Sorry, that caught me off guard
Yeah.
there.
Seeker just okay. I want to retract. I want to like retract a bit since I can't swim. Seeker's are we less cordial about this interaction and
Fair
go
enough.
gesture widely to the ruins and go like, "How did your worship of the art cart work out for you?"
He
Whoa.
he looks genuinely stung by that. He says, "My city has fallen. Threats have come. The ruiner has made his mark upon my city, and yet I still believe. For it is known that when they've battled, it was the Archart who prevailed."
Anything that was a little easier? No, I don't. Seeker will look to the rest of the party. We have seen a great many corrupted creatures. Such a great volume of crystal may see us lose our minds.
Uh, Gidget's gonna walk up to the door and she'll say, "I follow Avandra, the change bringer. And if it's a question of faith, and if there's a thing that needs change, and it's this. I mean, if there's a thing we came to fight, it's the corruption, so." And she'll take a step in.
Okay. Gidget enters bravely into the dome. A smile is curried by the ghost.
Ah. Oh, Lux and preserve us. I'm going to cast Bless on everyone here.
Right on, I love a blast.
I love a good bless.
Yeah.
Got it. The ghost does not seem to judge as harshly the worship of lesser idols, as they have been called by the commander. Uh, but nonetheless, sort of, it's a little bit like a okay, like honest. We're gonna let that be what that is. Is sort of his reaction, um, as they have no idea what the hell the Lexan is, and you know. But nonetheless, you cast bless and you enter within prior quite bravely. What about you, Krillis?
Oh yeah. I follow the priest in like right after him. I'll put my boots back on so I'm not bare webbed feeding the corrupted floor.
Fair enough.
And yeah, I'm in there, man.
Seeker, we're having a bit of a Gimli moment, I think, because at the gates of in Return of the King,
Moria?
where Aragorn and Legolas have gone into the tomb, and Gimli's all struggling with himself. What do you think you're gonna do? You gonna stay outside?
Seeker will mutter some, well, not even muttering will be a thing you do when you're mimicking, but or just simply repeat back an old phrase from their mentor. Says, "You are to be greater than them all, Seeker. Apart from one aspect, you need not be a greater fool." And Seeker would just shake their head and follow in against their better judgment.
Fair enough. You all enter within.
I cannot believe you have forced my hand to come into such an unholy and blighted place.
The D&D party's worst enemy, an open door.
Yeah, really. The ghost says, "Do not blaspheme before the Archont. His temple may be besmirched, but he is great. He is strong." And almost as if his words are a portent to what happens next. Um, the air of the temple as you enter, despite all of the red corruption, smells fresh. Smells almost like fresh cut grass and faintly of incense. Although the source of the odor is not apparent by the images you see within. The lavishly sculptured pillars line the interior walls, and the floor is adorned with mosaics of silver and green glass that depict two verdant crescent moons atop a four-pointed star. At the center of the mosaic is indeed a red crystal shard, pulsing with light in a mockery of a heartbeat. Scarlet tendrils radiate from it and crawl across the stonework. Against the north wall stands a statue of Corellon, the Archons, the chief amongst gods of the elven people. The divine magic of Corellon hedged the water outside, and you enter within. As you all enter into the temple, you four are going to receive a vision.
Yeah.
A sense of peace descends upon you. Despite your concerns and worries of the red tendrils and crystal, peace is what comes. So much so that I'm going to change the music. Oh god. Oh god. And I've lost all of you. Oh well. That's what happens here sometimes. I like to slingshot you across the map by accident. An image comes into focus. Alexian is on his knees in this place, his head bent and his expression haggard. He looks old beyond his years, and he raises his gaze to the statue of Corellon, his eyes clear despite exhaustion showing on his face. "Whatever it takes," he whispers. His voice fills the room regardless, though. "Even if it costs my life and my soul, I will do what it takes to protect them. That is the vision. You stand here at the mouth of the door, you look around at one another knowing you've seen the same things. What happens next? What do you do next?
We'll walk over to the priest. He showed
The
us
priest is
another
with you?
he showed us another vision. We all
Oh,
saw
God
it.
be praised.
It was of the Apotheon here, swearing that body, mind, and soul he would give up everything to save everyone.
He was more than a man. Thus we named him the Apotheon. His powers beyond any mortal, his blessings beyond any mortal as well. But he had much on his shoulders, much responsibility that he took seriously. And this is where
Yes.
I met him.
Must have been remarkable to meet someone like this.
He was very impressive. Immediately commanded respect from all he had achieved and all he had done. But there was a sadness to him, a labor that no other mortal could carry. That he was forced to carry. By the circumstances of the time he was born in, as we were all born in.
You know, there was a woman that we found at a sunken tavern on our way in here. I believe her to be from your time, when the city fell, and she is living and breathing
Yes,
after all
Alora.
this time.
She's
Yes,
very kind. She's very kind. All of these long years, she's always kept a place for people to rest and take respite from their woes.
it seems that she has done little in the way of aging. So it's possible that after all this, we will be able to find and save the Apotheon alive as he was.
Perhaps. True to his name, he received many blessings. Long life would perhaps not be so surprising amongst many of his powers.
I hope that we can turn the curse of life into a blessing of life.
Perhaps. I can only imagine what he has been through. If he has been alive all this time, in the heart and the darkness of this place, all of this red corruption that has come to Kelmara, I fear for his soul. They've probably been through much.
Could you lead us in a prayer to Corellon for our fallen hero?
Of course. Take time and look around this place as you will. Meet me at the altar when you are ready. I will be more than happy to.
Thank you.
He will drift over the residuum crystal and just sort of flutter over to the altar, the statue of Corellon, which seems to almost radiate divine power even here. Even with the presence of residuum.
Keep the air fresh. Appreciate it, Papa C.
Would you guys wish to circumvent the crystal and go right to the altar, or is there something you'd like to do with that crystal that beats like an imitation, a mockery of the heart itself?
Seeker will look at it.
Yeah, can I help action? I'm proficient in Arcana if it helps.
Seeker, you look over it and Cross goes, "Yeah, whatever you're doing, bro, I'm in. I got you.
I'm in.
I got you." What do you do?
I don't know exactly what I'm looking for, but I just want to examine it.
You approach it?
Yep.
All right, you approach it. As you draw within about 10 feet of it, you feel the, and this is the Arc Heart's temple. And this crystal beats as a mockery of the heart itself, like a middle finger to the Arc Heart himself, this crystal is. And as you approach within 10 feet of it, you feel this sort of corrupted heartbeat in your own chest. I will require a wisdom saving throw from you, Seeker, and you, Corellus, as the two of you have approached. You said you were backing him up, so I assume you were
Yep.
approaching as well.
Yeah. Yeah,
Remind,
definitely. I'm just, oh,
remind me, does bless helps with saving throws, right?
Yes, it does.
huh?
Yes, I will say that's still active, so by all means take the D4s.
Love to take a D4. Yes. Fuck yeah. I don't know why it keeps double clicking everything, but
That is a with the bless. That's a dirty 20.
me too.
Dirty
Nice.
20.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go one at a time. Seeker, as you feel this residual corruption, this horrible power fill your heart, and it attempts to like bring, maybe not even attempts, maybe just residually summons terror to your heart. How does Seeker find the will to push through such fear?
If nothing else, Seeker is near enough to obsessed with being exceptional, being just the the best, and so to feel something try to challenge that, it just goes against everything that they are and everything they want to be. So they just
Excellent.
refuse.
In the pursuit of greatness, it is not even necessarily courage that beckons you forward. It is excellence. It is a wish and a need to be the best that you can, and you will not fall to terror. And you guard your heart against it, and indeed will find yourself now immune to the crystal's fear-inducing effects. And Coryllis, I turn to you next, as you feel the same sensation as this horrible mockery of the Arcart, this crystal of corruption, as it brings terror to your heart. Where does your courage ascend from?
Yeah, I think mine stems from a sense of duty. Like I have to be strong enough to push through this. Like I have to. I can't lose anyone else, and I worry about the burden of like this amulet being placed on someone else because it's heavy on my chest, as it is now. And because I had lit the light feature on it, I think the weight of it, like it's always heavy on his chest, but this time it feels like warm, and the light doesn't just like push away the darkness that I can see, but like helps to push it out of my head and keep it at bay.
Understood. You hold on to the crystal, knowing that it is both a burden and a blessing, and you have a duty to yourself, to the Apothian, to these people you have rallied, and you find the courage to push through whatever would corrupt your heart. And you are both now immune to any fear-inducing effects of the crystal. What
Hell
happens
yeah.
next?
We're checking it out.
Inspecting this thing.
You look at it, true to the picture. It floats in the middle of the room. The tip of it just sort of barely touching the ground, where all these tendrils just move away from. This crystal is placed as a note in the dead center of the symbol of the Arcart on the floor of this temple. Again, very much like placed here like a mockery of the Arcart himself. It glows with terror-inducing power, which you have both overcome.
Want it destroyed. I don't know how the librarians were destroying them, but I just want this destroyed. It is blasphemous. I
It
just
should
worry
be
about
destroyed.
Yes. Perhaps if we could destroy it, it would bring something back to the temple here.
Perhaps.
Grillis, you have your trident, and you have had rare opportunity to use it. You also have your power, of course.
Yeah. Should we do it?
Seeker nods. So ready
Oh,
their gauntlet.
yeah. Take out my trident. Um, I don't really have anything that I can like soup it up with, but it is metal,
Yeah.
and
To be
metal
clear,
could
this
definitely.
doesn't look like a heavily fortified crystal. It looks powerful. It looks powerful in a power sense, but
Hmm.
structurally, integrity wise, it looks like a crystal.
Okay. Yeah, I just like nod dutifully to Seeker, and then I'll rip a shocking grasp through it as I
Yeah,
jam the trident into
and
it.
I'll throw a thunder pulse out at the same time.
Hell yeah.
Okay. You summon thunder to your fist. Corellus, you summon lightning down. You're trying both of you at the same time. Ah! And like uh the My Hero Academia movie where All Might and where the both of them come in at the same time and it makes you want to cry because it's so awesome. And you
Oh,
both at the same
Bakugo when they're
time.
sharing the one power.
Yeah, exactly. They're all coming in together. You guys both slam trident and fist, thunder and lightning into this shard. And as you do, you are both flooded with vision.
Okay.
Oh,
Um, um, a wash of light engulfs the both of you. Red light shines past where your blows strike, as does the sensation of traveling at great speed. Feels like you're being thrown through time and space at an exceptional speed, far beyond what any spell or any creature could ever match. You are going down, faster than you thought possible, as a sharp pain blooms above your breastbone. You keep plummeting. The light diminishes, the red light fading and fading, and then it goes out. Suddenly, you are looking down upon Alexian as he floats in the blackness. I'm gonna get his mini out. I got this like little mini for these visions specifically. I'm gonna use it.
Yes.
Let me set the scene a
do we
little
still have our
here.
weapons in our hands, or are we just like just our bodies?
It's
Don't
part of my
worry
armor.
about it.
So I still have mine because I'm wearing it.
This
You're
is a
thrust through
vision.
time and space, but don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Well, this is a vision. You're not terribly self-aware in this moment. You're
Yeah.
very much under the thralls of experience. Um,
Always some kind of thrall.
Actually, I'm gonna move you away from the crystal because the crystal's gone. Get out of here, ghost boy.
Yeah, we clean house.
You are looking down upon the Alexian in this vision. He is floating in the blackness. His expression is one of slowly growing horror. Stretching an arm up to you, as though begging you to take his hand and save him. He says, "When you see me, permit me leave. I can't do it myself. You must.
I will.
You will." And the vision, you're thrust back to where your bodies once were. The vision ends. You're pulled away at the speed of lightning itself, away from the Apothian, back towards where you were originally standing. And as you've come back into the moment, as your blows are making strike, there is a loud hiss, a crack, and an explosion as the crystal scatters, breaks, destroys. To Gidget and Pryor's sight, all you saw was that these two came in with their mighty blows. There was a flare of red light, and then the crystal shattered in that light. For a moment, a translucent image of Alexian, his face stern and impatient, appears in the center of the temple, and then disappears, and all is quiet once more. That is the experience of Pryor and Gidget. So you two have finally seen the face of this fabled hero you're supposed to save. This golden, impatient, stern face sort of just for a moment appears above Seeker and Corellus on their blow. The crystal shatters, and I'm going to need a charisma saving throw from Corellus and Seeker.
Woof.
Bless.
Yeah, bless.
I'll say this is the end of the bless, but yes, you may take the bless.
This is not looking good for me. No, it's an 8.
What am I rolling? Sorry?
charisma saving throw with bless.
Oh, wait.
Okay.
Do I still have a second wind available or not?
Come on, man. You're still charismatic. What is this?
We took a short rest. Your second wind should be up.
No, that's action surge, not second wind.
Oh, sorry.
Did you get second
Oh
11.
wind
no,
on
again.
short
Oh no,
rest?
again. Oh no, again. One back on
Hey,
the short
yeah.
rest. Okay, yeah. In that case, I'm assuming 8 fails, right?
Uh-huh.
Ah, wait, shit. Tactical minus for ability checks on saving throws. Fuck. Oh well.
Your
8
flash
it
of
is.
genius?
I do not. I have 2 levels of fighter, not 7 artificer.
Shoot, flash of genius would have been tight.
All right, what them totals?
11.
8.
The two of you destroy this thing, but there is most certainly not without consequence. You guys are hit by a wave of psychic force, and you're both going to take 32 psychic damage and gain a level of exhaustion. As
Ooh.
a small residual amount of residuum corruption does flood your body.
Ouch.
Okay. I'm bloodied. Not incredibly bloodied, but not
So
great.
you're sort of how did the two of you like react to psychic damage? You guys are hit by what is nearly or surely a bloodying amount of psychic damage that washes over you and then exhaustion. What is the reaction? Tell me what that looks like for your characters.
Seeker like sort of drops on one knee as the world just kind of like tips 45 degrees.
Fair,
And
very fair.
everything kind of like is blurry. Like, I think like sensory processing's gone briefly, and just a spiking pain through the head.
Absolutely, all of
Yeah, kind
these
of like
things come to until the spiking pain washes by. What about you, Coryllis?
Yeah, after the explosion and the pain, I'm like on my hands and knees, like racking my brain, like loud. And there's like a crackling lightning like around him a little bit, and you like smell ozone as he like loses a little bit of control of the storm inside, kind of.
Understood. Yeah, the storm sort of surges in you a little bit, and as everything's sort of beginning to detract and everything, through all of that pain and exhaustion that labors you, that heavies you, Coryllis, there is a little bit of a green light, a green glow, if you will, coming from your chest. And as you look down, you have cleansed the temple of Corellon, and thus he returns the favor. You now have the exalted Jewel of Three Prayers, as a green jewel is added to the jewel itself, and its power grows even greater. Corellon, Abandra, and Sahini all grant their blessings upon your vestige.
Hell yeah, baby. Add that. Do you have a picture? Or does it have one?
I sure do. Give me but a moment.
Delete that. Oh, baby.
I'll just give you the full image of all of its various states over here in Discord. So this is it when it was dormant, awakened, and now finally and fully exalted.
Oh, hell yeah. I like it. I like it a lot.
The gold is beautifully minted, crafted in a way that mortal hands could very much maybe not fully succeed in its like. The silver is similarly of a craft that mortal hands would, even the best of mortal hands would struggle to do. The blue crystals seem to have within them almost like the night sky swirling in and within, and that last blue jewel is now transformed into a green emerald that, to look upon it, is like inspiration itself. To see within it is magic. To see within it is art, in form and beauty. And your jewel is complete and at its full and greatest power. You are, and your vestiges, complete.
Yeah. Sick. Thank you. I'd like to thank my mom, my dad, and the oracles that always believed in me.
And if I'm not mistaken, as it reaches its exalted state, you suddenly feel yourself. I mean, you always could. You are a Triton, but you secondarily gain the ability to breathe underwater and swim at a speed equal
Right
to
on.
your speed. So
Right on.
awesome.
Hell yeah. I think everyone. Yeah, each of my allies within
Oh,
30 feet gain the ability to breathe underwater and gain a swim speed equal to their walking speed as well. So you guys are double speed now. And
Oh,
by that,
sweet.
regular
yeah.
speed.
So as the crystal is destroyed in that moment of like, oh my god, are you guys okay? And Crow sort of stands up with the power of his amulet sort of grown. You suddenly feel this kind of flood of holy energy sort of emanating out from Coryllis, and all of you find air flowing through your lungs so much easier, and your buoyancy, your ability to move in water increase. As Coryllis and the Arcart bless you all, and you shall not be impeded by water any longer. Gidget, you upgrade doggy paddles for losers. You understand the power of the breaststroke.
Hell yeah.
Holy
Hell
shit.
yeah. That's rad. Oh, and my outfit of billowing billows heroically existed.
Yeah, you're like, whoa, oh right, and then
Yeah.
it looks very heroic. Hell yeah.
Chica will like get up, get their take their book out of its case, and just start sketching out a little diagram of the new amulet.
Sick. Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
They have like it's almost like one for one how it is in like the picture, except with like that first one's like a question mark. Is this what it looked like on the first film? I never saw that one.
That's true. That's true. Um, the priest at the back of the room before the Temple of the Arcart has sort of fluttered down to the ground and now sort of like has as much as a ghost can fallen to hand and foot in sort of reverence of what has happened here in your ascension, Grillis. Like the Apotheon himself.
I'll do like a little bit lower than a casual bow, respectful bow to the priest. I would like us to pray, please. But I'm just like out of breath, exhausted, and in pain. But
And by all means, come. Come before his great visage, and let us pray. And if all you would agree to, if all of you wish to, Prior, would you? I think the question is very specifically pointed at you. The Arcart is not your god. The Prime Deities. I don't know where Prior sits and how he feels about the Prime Deities, but they are not your god. Would you bow and pray with the rest of them? If the rest of them do.
I'll bow and pray, but I'm not praying to their god.
Fair enough. Very fair. Um,
Give a silent prayer to the Luxon, guiding us this far and keeping us alive.
Understood.
Seeker will probably decline or hang back. Seeker is a fairly results based kind of person, and it's hard for them to offer much of like a prayer to like a god whose city is underwater ruin.
It's just
Damn
been,
harsh.
Really, you afraid of this? The fuck?
Gidget spent 10 years in Vasselheim. So she'll make a big deal out of it, but she's faithful. And while she doesn't worship Corellon, Corellon and Evandra are pretty tight, so she'll gladly pray.
yeah,
Or let them pray and silently agree.
Understood. The priest bows his head. Radiant Shaper, first of forms, You whose hands carved grace from chaos, whose breath kindled beauty in a barren world. Attend in an age where stone weeps, where the heavens devour their children, where rage walks as law and ruin crowns itself king, I call to you. Teach me the patience of the sculptor, that I do not answer fury with fury. Teach me the precision of the blade, that my hand does not tremble before madness. Teach me the courage to create where others only destroy. Archart, weaver of possibility, when hope falters and fear takes root, remind my soul that elegance outlives brutality, that art endures beyond war, and that even now, amidst ash and sorrow, beauty is an act of defiance. If I must stand against the storm, let me stand as your living work. If I must fight, let it be with wisdom, not wrath. If I must fall, let my end be a final stroke in the masterpiece you began. Shape my spirit as you shaped the world. Refine my will as you refine all things, for I am yours in creation, in struggle, and in the last light of a dying age.
I'll do deep bow. Thank you, Corellon.
The statue is one of an androgynous elf, a beautiful androgynous elf, thin in shape, but beautiful in body, wearing sort of revealing in certain ways, but also thickly covering in others, where sort of down the chest are like thick, draping linen, not unlike sort of what you might find in like Greek sculpture, but sort of like draping down, covering the details of the body that would be more pointedly feminine or masculine, but the rest of it sort of displayed in its full grace and beauty. Long, pointed ears, beautifully sculpted face, gentle, caring, inspired eyes, and long, sort of draping hair down the shoulders and back. Sort of what you would expect to be sort of what all elven beauty aspires to be is something that is not entirely complete, but also something entirely graceful and elegant. And with that, let's take our break.
Gorgeous.
And during that break, let's level up.
Oh, baby.
Is that results oriented enough for you, Secret? No.
Damn, got his ass.
Even like during the conversation, everyone's like gassing up Alexian. Seeker's just kind of like, be lost though. He got his ass beat. Like he was the strongest man.
By a god, dude!
He was so cool.
By a
The
god, come
strongest of
on.
mortals are like, okay, sure, but the strongest of mortals versus a god still got their ass beat the exact same amount of the weakest of mortals would have. So what's
Yeah.
different did it make?
Hey, take this in. My man tanked a direct shot from the Ruiner and is apparently still alive. How about that?
I guess.
Yeah. So it seems like a skill issue, says Seeker.
So you're just like, if he really was the best, he wouldn't have lost. It's simple. And now I'm gonna bail him out. What does that make me?
The best of ants couldn't best the worst of men, I would say.
Yeah.
All right, we'll be back in like 15-ish, 20-ish minutes. We'll see. We'll be back
Okay.
soon.
I figure out what to level up. Oh boy.
Oh yeah, good luck. Subclass or feature? Can I get a new spell? I don't fucking know what to do with a level 5 spell. What do I not? Oh wait. Love a mid-session level up. It's just the right kind of panic.
Mm.
Okay. I could no. I was like I could get teleportation circle, but we don't have the components. Rare inks. I have a better teleportation spell actually than that one. Have you heard of submerge?
No?
No, it's like a one round water portal. It's like transport via plants, sort of, like the long distance one. Creates a magical link between a body of water within range and another body of water. Oh yeah, Zargan did it. Remember we would transport via really dirty water?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I could do that.
I wish I'd do more with the like fire subclasses, I'm not gonna lie. Even having like, I have big intelligence, which would imply that Eldritch Knight would work really well. But the first thing Eldritch Knight gets is just a basically packed bond with a
Well,
blade, and it's like, well, I don't use a weapon. My armor is
yeah.
my weapon, and I already can't be forcibly like removed of my armor, so it doesn't
Although
help.
technically if your armor is your weapon, maybe that means you could summon your armor from anywhere.
I guess, but I already can't be like
Yeah.
forcibly disrobed, and it takes like an action to take it on off. So it's not really helpful. And like a bunch of level one spells, it's not really aid me. So I think
Yeah.
I will probably just forego. And there was what do I get level three? I'm just like fighter in general. Nothing really. Okay. It would probably just be level seven artificer then.
Sick.
Which means more spells. Yay. And Flash of Genius.
There's a couple flying type spells that I could take, but I kind of want a long game Corellus flying because one of my final things I get as a storm sorcerer is being able to fly. So I kind of want to wait. Yeah, I get it at level 18. Unless it's one of those things where I play long game and then we end the campaign before I finish my arc. Hmm.
But there's another thing I can do. Now that I've leveled. Days from now, actually, this for now. I can change one of my plans.
No, I think there's like a Songul's elemental suffusion. Imbue yourself with elemental power genies. So for concentration up to a minute, you have a resistance to an elemental damage type. Elemental pulse when you cast this spell, and at the start of each of your subsequent turns, burst of 15 to emanation, elemental energy, dexterity saving throw, or 2d6 elemental damage, and prone, or half damage and no prone. Also a fly speed of 30 feet and can hover. But I can cast it as a circle spell, so anyone with spell slots, or anyone with level 2 spell slots at least, can join in and get the same benefits for 10 minutes, not just 1 minute. That seems like a lot, though, for level 5. And it takes a pearl, which we don't have. Maybe I'll get that later. Submerge will be good, but we don't really have places to go. Hmm.
That's the one I wanted. Yes. Okay. replace the replace that with the repulsion shield.
I had a repulsion shield with my artificer. I kept it like from when I made it to the end of the game, and I only really used it at the beginning, to be honest. But we were fighting gods and titans and stuff, so you can't really push them. Well, I mean, you can, but
Yeah,
you're still within their reach, pretty much.
it's mostly because it become in conjunction with the dreadnought armor, which we'll have to change back on the next long rest, is that I have a 15-foot reach. So if they attack me, slam them back,
Yeah,
hit them, and then I can sort of
yeah. Go wherever you
retreat.
want.
Yeah, just kind of kite. Be a huge pain.
It's a great combo.
Yeah. Uh, however, I'm already using a shield +1, so I should maybe not.
I could do Wall of Light. Eh,
What else do I have? That's an option.
telekinesis would be cool, but I don't really feel like I do anything movementy. I mean, I do teleporty stuff. I have like 3 different teleport spells. Maybe I'll just stick with that and take submerge. I mean, I'm probably just gonna use the 5th level slot to upcast something. But I feel like that might be good for us to have as like a just in case way out. Because we're completely underwater, so I could teleport us anywhere that we've been underwater. Or I can teleport us to the oasis at like in Corellon.
Hmm.
Or someone's bathtub or whatever. Plus I could use it to take us home. Or Gorilla's home, I guess. But yeah, okay, I'm taking submerge. I've talked myself into it. I can see if there's anything I want to swap out, I guess. Wait a second, did I get 2 spells? You're fucking kidding me. Damn it. Oh god, I got 2 spells. Alright.
I mean, I could choose something to like give to one of you guys, but I don't know. You're all casters. We're all casters. So I can give you like a cool weapon. None of you will actually roll a
Hmm,
single attack.
yeah. Defensive stuff is good.
I mean, I guess I could give you a Wand of the
Bracers of
War Mage
defense.
would technically help you.
What would that do?
It's a basically +1 to your spell attack rolls.
Huh. Not my save DC though.
Not just ADC, no.
Spell attack
But
rolls is still good.
as a sorcerer, you already have an advantage on every spell.
Yeah, if I remember to do my fucking thing.
Yeah, if you remember to do it, yeah. Um, there's no point in Helm of Awareness because we already have a Weapon of Warning from Gidget, so we already
True.
have advantage on initiative. Uh, Wand of Magic Missiles is semi-useful, just as like a thing. But then, okay, I have a gripe.
Hmm.
New Artificer gets basically an Eldritch Blast of their own, in Force Blast,
Oh yeah.
and like when you give a class just like an all-purpose, really, really good cantrip, it has an 180-foot range and does
Yeah.
2d8 damage right now. That's better than pretty much any melee attack I could do right now anyway. So I'm
Yeah.
deliberately playing in a bad way of flavor when I have like the perfect spell always ready.
Yeah, that's where I'm at with like Sorcerer's Burst as well. Like if I roll an 8 on that damage die, I just get to roll another 8. And if I roll that as an 8, another 8. Like and I can change it to any
Yeah.
damage type. So if I'm feeling I mean I only ever use like cold lightning or thunder, but yeah, I'm kind of I don't know, that's my bread and butter spell. Like what's the point of having any other damage cantrips really?
I don't know about like any just sort of common
I
magic
guess I
items,
could
but most common magic items aren't that great.
swap out this cantrip. Yeah, I feel like I'm not gonna end up using this the way that I want. I'm gonna get rid of Water Whip. It's too niche. And there are no cantrips here that I would really consider.
How are you liking Storm Sorcerer? I've always wanted to play one.
It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I like being blasty, yeah. And I have a bunch of
Hell yeah.
teleportation-y type stuff so I can get around if I need to.
Very nice.
Yeah, it's fun. I like the abilities that I get. I'm super excited about the flight when I get at level 18. And I have it like I've said it before in character that like he's like always wanted to fly, like feel the freedom of the winds and stuff, and he gets some of that like underwater, but has always wanted to fly, alluding to the fact that I'll eventually get that feature. But like there's a bunch of spells that I could choose from right now, like two level 5 spells that would give me flight. And I don't think it's the right time, you
Yeah,
know?
I get you. You want to save it for the big moment. I got you.
Yeah, and they're cool fucking spells too. There's one called do 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 Sungul's Elemental Suffusion. It's from the Heroes of Faerun book. Um,
Nice.
1 minute concentration, takes 100 gold pearl. I get a damage resistance, and then when I cast this spell and on the start of each of my other turns, I can release a burst of elemental energy. At the start of each of my turn, yeah, I go boom, and then I make creatures of my choice make a dex save or 2d6 elemental damage and prone, or half damage, no prone. And then I get a fly speed of 30 feet and can hover. But we can also cast it as a circle spell, and everyone here can cast spells, pretty much, uh, except Seeker. And then everyone else would get the benefits as well, like flight and the elemental burst and resistance
Why
for
can't
10
Seeker?
minutes. Spell slots. You need to have a second level spell slot to be able to circle spell in this one.
We could just that's not
Yeah,
issue.
Seeker. Oh yeah, Seeker has level 2 spells. Yeah, from
Yeah, I
Artificer.
have plenty
Yeah.
of level
Okay.
2
Yeah.
spells.
Then we'd be good to go. We all could use it. I don't know. It's not the move yet. It'd be sick though. But I took submerge. My water teleport. And I don't know what else
That
to take.
spell's tough for me as a DM. That spell's tough because like it makes it hard to control the narrative
Yeah.
when you could just like, oh, I'll travel to a fucking barrel of water nearby. It's
Do
like,
you want me to not take it? I could take something else.
no, you're good, especially for this one. You're good. I don't
Sick.
know. I'll find an excuse if it becomes a real problem in game. Like, oh, fucking the water's like a little brackish. I don't. No, you're good.
Would I be allowed to swap out one of my cantrips for Moment to Think? It's when you cast a spell, you briefly stop time for everyone but yourself. You can take one additional action to move around your space when the time passes for other creatures.
A
It can be used
cantrip that
only.
lets you pause time? Yeah, you can't take.
You can only use it to search, study, or utilize. I can't affect or damage any creature or object other than objects I'm wearing or carrying. If
Yeah,
an object
it's a
leaves my hands, it becomes frozen in time.
it kind of like a cantrip says, I want to read this book really, really fast.
I already allow a free like think check on a turn.
Yeah, fair.
I'm gonna say, even if I did allow it, I don't think it would be an optimal choice.
Fair enough, yeah.
Yeah, until you said the think. And
I was just thinking of it as like a really quick, like Quicksilver moment.
I got you, just like a little think
Yeah.
moment.
Because I can't touch any objects, but I can move. So I guess that would give me disengage. Eh. I wanted to like work on using water whip so I could like grab objects and stuff from a distance, but it ended up not ever
You
happening.
could just take a mage hand. I mean,
Mage hand's good.
you can flavor a mage hand. Like if you wanted to like flavor it as like wind, I don't know.
Yeah, I guess fuck it. Alright, I just look at a second spell to pick. Fuck's sake. Yeah, I'm ready whenever I can pick it. Just whenever.
Fair enough. Okay. Back at it. A little prayer is had. It's dedicated to the arc part, the arc heart. And yeah. Yeah, you may proceed. What is next for the gang? You guys could, I mean, if you need to, take another short rest, by all means. You are certainly safe here under the visage of the arc heart. And the two of you just got blasted by crystal. And as a note, the tendrils are gone. Like any sign of residuum corruption in here has ceased now that you've destroyed the crystal.
Hell yeah. Got Thanos snapped. Oh, I'll take that. Okay, I picked my second spell. Perfect.
Finally settled on my thing.
Would you like us to accompany you back to the battalion? Would you like to stay?
He considers. He says, "It is hard to wish to leave this place. It is so familiar, and it is of such a comfort to be under the grace of the Archon."
Without you, we would not have been able to cleanse it. You've done a great service to your god this day.
I admit I fear for myself staying without proper protection. And at the gate, you'll hear, as you should, and you will see the spirits of Commander Hadari and his warriors standing. And he says, "Fear not, priest. We will see to this most holy place. We will see to your protection as well, if you wish to stay." And he smiles. He says, "Thank you, Lord." He looks to you all with a smile and says, "And here I shall remain. And in so remaining, you shall return as you wish as well."
Thank you. Would you and your warriors, if we plan to fight the Aboleth, join us?
The commander, Beltran says, my charge is to watch the priest. And thus, it being here, my charge would be to watch this temple. Unfortunately, we will not follow you, hence. There is not much of us left. I must see to the survival of my men, those who are left of our city.
I understand. Thank you.
Let
Would like,
me ask you, Carillis.
yes, sir.
Um, where does your faith lie?
I mean, it's definitely expanding now. Um, it was definitely with the Church of the Moonweaver before. Not the most devout, but would go to church whenever day of the week
Yeah,
that was. Um, but wasn't doing Sunday school and all that, you know?
yeah.
So I have like some like my book of prayers and stuff like that from being an acolyte, but it never quite felt like his calling. So while he got blessed by the Moonweaver with like my healing word and cantrips and whatever, um, more of a casual follower than a cleric, I guess. But with the blessings of the Changebringer and Corellon, he's feeling the burden of the responsibility of those faiths as well.
Understood.
So open to these three, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, you've witnessed their powers and their history and their champion. Perhaps you feel your heart opening to all three of these prime deities. And as you would surely know from your time at church, to worship one or the other is not to admonish another prime deity. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, fair enough. You look upon the face of the Archart, he who shaped the first mortals, and he who is the god of magic and grace and beauty and art. And may continue with your journey, as may you all.
Yeah. I think a short rest is beneficial for at least a couple of us that got bunged up a little bit.
And we're
By all
gonna
means.
try to find the key after.
Yeah, I think we should go to the second ruin that was just beyond the watchtower, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, there was a second
Yeah,
watchtower beyond the first.
yeah. We'll get ourselves
And there was
gussied up.
also the axe in that place and whatnot.
Yeah,
Still looks the same.
I think that's long rest territory.
Fair enough, fair enough, fair enough.
Yeah. Yeah, so
Okay,
a short rest for a little while.
by
Okay.
all means. Short rest, you will be well and safe in here. It is defended against those who would besmirch the faith of Corellon, and you may all rest under his protection.
Jeez. I look a lot better, but not 100%.
Likewise.
Yeah, I'm at 3/4.
Okay.
Yeah. Right. Well, I'll say some respectful stuff and then we'll head out.
Fair enough. You say respectful stuff. It's
Yeah,
hella respectful.
totes.
Okay. Where are we off to? You wanted the watchtower, the unexplored watchtower?
Yes, please.
Okie dokie. Yeah, this place is safe as fucking safe can get. There's like 8 of these guardian wraiths, along with their commander, defending
And their
the
god.
place. Yeah, and of course, protection of Corellon is not to be, nothing to turn your nose up at. Hell yeah. Okay, you guys head out. Goodbye. They sort of wave you goodbye, these people. and you take back to your adventures. Fair enough. Um, Magnificent. Um, let's see. You will find something different as you are swimming away and towards your destination. Change up the music here. Something a little more spooky. As you are traveling and you begin to sort of make your way in this direction, be careful perhaps to be a little wide of that kelp forest over there. You are going to notice some figures over near the villa. In fact, a group of silhouettes, sort of like swimming in the direction towards the villa.
Are they opaque?
They are opaque. They do not seem to be spirits, and nor do they seem to be. They seem to be like humanoid. Like they don't seem to be monstrous either. Make a perception check if you wish to zero in. It'll be at
Hell yeah.
disadvantage due to all of the water and the distance and the darkness.
Okay, well, give it a go, I guess.
Well, since I'm exhausted, I'm gonna throw a kangaroo recall on this.
Oh yeah, I'm at -2 on whatever I get. Oh yeah, 2.
2? Yeah.
Yeah.
That is 22.
22. You, Seeker, pick out perhaps what is the most telling detail. This is that one of the four figures is much larger than the other. You suspect that somehow the Bravehearts have found their way down here and are making their way towards the villa and have not noticed you.
Oh, right on.
Bravehearts.
Oh shit. So that must be Maggie. Oh yes. Oh, so heading towards the villa was jellyfishes. Maybe we could help them. I mean, fighting it on our own was a shit
At
idea,
least
but
warn them before they stumble across it.
yeah. What do I do?
Need we need key. If they take key, we're fucked.
Yeah. Yeah, can we swim over to them?
By all means, by all means. You guys swim on over, into which Seeker's assessment would be correct. You see, well equipped and prepared for danger is AOJ, Dermot Werder, Galceriad Ardith, Urban Wastewalker, and Maggie Keen Eyes. They have all assembled. They're all in their new gear. And they seem to be debating the best point of entrance to the villa.
Well, hello, friends.
Ayo says, "Well, hell, it's like we're all the way back at you go. Running into you guys is starting to become a daily occurrence. How are you doing?"
Yeah, not too bad actually. We were just at the temple. We saw that you were swimming this way, and we wanted to warn you that there's a giant corrupted jellyfish in there with schools of corrupted fish.
Well,
Perhaps
shit.
we fight them together. We were a little
Uh,
apprehensive on our own.
Um. Hmm. Um. She goes, all right. Nothing wrong with a little cooperation, but hey, just wanna point out, we're gonna be the ones who come out on top at the end of all this.
Well, that's what you say, but you know, a little collaboration for now, before we duke it out. Yeah.
Sounds good to me. Um. Yeah, and you can tell that the disposition of the party's definitely changed. You guys had become quite friendly with them, and now they're. Uh, I mean, you're still friendly with most of them, Corellus, but like these are all strangers, and maybe the disposition has gone from like, oh yeah, we're like totally like all best buds to like we know him.
Yeah.
But who the hell are all you? Still friendly, but it's still there's still there's some competition is aroused now. The stakes of helping friends is diminished as there are less of them now.
Yeah.
Says, all right, yeah, we're happy to help. So,
Yeah.
or we're happy for the help. So what was that sound about a jellyfish?
Yeah, so it's a big corrupted jellyfish with an axe of ruidium embedded inside. It's
Hey,
entrances just from the top over there, or there's a door over there that's open. So maybe we hit from both sides.
we can hit from both sides. Sounds good to me.
Yeah, I worry about the tentacles on the jellyfish, so be careful. They tend to sting, and I imagine much worse with the corruption.
Fair enough. Um, why don't we take the top? You guys come in the side door all sneaky like and ambush them, and we'll draw them out and make the first hurrah. What do you say?
Yeah, sounds good.
Um, uh, incredible. Um, Dermot will go. Let's see here. Um, says he goes. You sure? You sure, Ao? Up the top is the way to go. We're gonna be the way to go. And it says, well, as long as we stick together, we're gonna do just fine, Dermot. Right, you're right. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
um,
we have
Gelsariad
all of
seems
each
to be
other's
just
backs.
Gelsariad seems to just be kind of like very uh
Stoic.
not even stoic is the word, but just kind of apathetic. Like
Mm,
he definitely has that like 1,000 yard stare looking individual. Like all of his like jabs and haughtiness and all of those things have kind of retracted. He's like you can see this party has changed a lot due to all of the dangers and horrors. Um, or
oh shit. They
Party
really
really
wanted to
has
hear
changed.
it. Come on, man.
What Gorillas is thinking now is this feels like an awful lot like when we first met them. There was a shark with an item on it that we all wanted.
Oh yeah.
Now there's an axe that we all want that we definitely won't fight over.
I mean, you guys all could probably use it, but I definitely can't use it.
If, Gidget,
You, you
if
neither.
it's unless it's just like a hand axe, because she can only use simple
Oh,
weapons.
right.
I mean, she's a
So,
cartographer.
so the two
I
of
can
them
use
can
bow
argue over
short,
it.
but it's more. Seeker probably wouldn't use it anyway because of just Seeker's got intelligence of 20. They really care about keeping that.
Yeah,
Uh,
smarty pants. Did you take Keen Mind?
uh, I took I took observant,
Mm,
which is why my passive perception's 19.
shit, that's good to
damn,
have.
I
damn it.
get paranoid.
Here, give me just half a second. My computer's figuring out how its own brain works. Um, well, I can tell you that Irvin's cavalier demeanor has entirely disappeared. He just seems sort of like just kind of like incredibly focused, like ready to go. Um, like very determined, very much like understanding of the danger possibly to come. Um, and lastly, Maggie just seems kind of like weighed down a little bit. She just seems kind of like labored almost, like or like you can feel the weight of the adventures sort of on her shoulders. Um, and seems a little hmm.
Doggy.
Well, ain't you just brimming with enthusiasm?
Ao kind of well, we've been through a lot to get here. We've been through a lot.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Yeah, we all been through a lot.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's get to it, eh?
Yeah.
Let's get to it.
She goes, "All right, Bravehearts, let's do this." And she kind of guides the party up that follows as they go. Um, Probably Gelsariad and sort of, I mean, being a wizard, it makes sense for him to be at the back, but nonetheless, kind of with a lot less enthusiasm than A or Dermot or Irvin. Um, Sort of follows along.
Yeah, we'll scoot around to the doorway, I guess, and
Yeah.
get in our line.
Uh, I'm coming online over here. Moments away, I promise.
All right.
Screen share, screen share.
Computer needs an attitude adjustment.
Needs an extra vent and a fan is what it needs. Fucking ass.
Shit.
God damn it. I want to kill the guy who built this for me. Um,
What an ordeal.
oh, yeah. Don't get me started. Seriously. You might be here for a while. Okay. It's fatting time. We love a good fatting time. So I'm gonna put you guys down here as you guys swim over. Now you hear probably through the water, you know, attack! Yeah! The Bravehearts
Shit.
charging in to fight. Do you guys wish to charge in and fight with them?
Oh yeah.
No, I'm gonna be
Oh
really
yeah.
evil, and I'm just gonna bail immediately. Or even
I just
just
wanted to.
throw a fireball.
Oh, here, yeah, help.
Yeah. Thanks, Gidget.
I
Okay.
I cast Fireball at 5th level.
I cast chain lightning.
Oh, I didn't see you guys. Oh my god.
Ah,
Whoops,
Jesus.
whoopsie.
My bad. I didn't mean it. Okay.
Oh my God.
Let's boogie.
Oogie, oogie, oogie.
Let's freaking get her, bud. You wanna know what this creature's called that you're about to face?
Yeah,
It's
very
called
much
Death's
so.
Embrace.
Fuck.
Or it's called a Death Embrace. Not not the Death's Embrace, but a Death Embrace.
Made a grand new discovery, sir. This cool-looking jellyfish. What should we call it? Death's embrace.
Well, it's killed everyone
Wow,
else. It's killed everyone else in the expedition by hugging it to death.
I know you could stand to lighten up a little bit. No, that's his name. It's in the records now.
And you also recognize the school of fish that seems to be taking shelter under the jellyfish, like a fish made to a shark. They're the ones that attacked you, Corellus, when you went in the library when you were
Yeah.
dealing with the elf lady.
Corrupted little quippers. Quippersnappers.
Yeah, they're little whippersnappers. Those are. Sorry, I'm just trying to get all these school of fish out of the way because as pretty as it is, it's gonna get in the way in combat.
You
Trying
are
to make some
forgiven.
room in this room for fighting. It's a shame to do. It's like a party. Room the front door. Oh, we can't get the door open. Oh no, you guys have to fight it by yourselves. It's fine.
Hmm.
Let's see. Do. I got my work cut out for me for rolling initiatives here. Syrian, Maggie, Keen Eyes, and Urban Wastewalker. Alright, I'll just roll a million dice real quick. This'll only take a long time. Just roll.
Gosh.
Party. They're all powered up now. You get to see them use their full power. Um, AO rules fantastically. Hermit Warder.
Thank you for that reminder. That helped a lot.
Also an 8. Magina's. It's gonna fuck everybody else roll shit though. And Irvin rolls pretty good. Fair enough, considering the stats. Okay, folks, let's do this. Who rolled a 20 or above?
Me, 22.
22.
Yeah.
Corellon. My little swarm roll over there, and AO is going to follow up behind you. Who rolled a 15 or above?
Well, guys.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
that's not good.
I got a 15.
Well, there it is. Who rolled a 10 or above?
Got a 12.
I also got a 12.
Ouch.
Duke
I'd
it
like
out.
to go first between you guys.
Seeker can have it.
Sure.
All right, and that'll do us. So I'm gonna put a little battle music on, and we'll get to the fight. Okay. Actually, my little swarmy dudes are gonna drop their initiative down to the same initiative as the Death's Embrace, and they're gonna go on the same turn. Well, they could have acted. They do not. And they're just like floating around the tendrils of this jellyfish-like creature, and they're just taking cover from it. I'll also shoot you guys a picture of what the big old jellyfish monster looks like, the Death Embrace, as it's known. Gonna put that in Discord because it's always fun to see what horrible things are fighting this time.
Oh, fuck.
Okay, what would you like to do, Krillus?
Swim up so I can get a line of sight in there, and then I think I can shatter it without hitting the walls.
20-foot radius or 15?
10?
Yeah, you can do it without hitting the walls or anybody else right now. Let's do it. Con save, right?
Yes, please.
All right.
Oh,
Big
fuck.
man rolls on.
I do my sorcerer thing.
I'll allow it.
Thank you, sorry. Fuck's sake.
It's okay. Big fish guy, the big jellyfish, the Death Embrace rolls a natural 20.
Silvery barbs.
Okay.
And I'll give AO the advantage because she's right there.
Alright, fair enough. That's gonna be 14 on save.
That's a fail.
That's a fail.
Alright.
What can I mark her with for advantage? How about big old gold?
Nice.
Seems good. The little fishy dudes only roll a 5.
18 thunder damage for both parties involved.
Alright, 18 thunder damage. Understood.
And that's it. I'll swim a little bit so I'm not a target.
Alright, where do you want to go?
Can I be on the other side of that window between the upper part of the two doors?
I know the windows are there and they look very cool,
Okay.
but the module has stated that the only two entrances are the roof or the door. So you could leave out the door if you wanted to.
I'm gonna leave back out the door. Yeah.
Alright, you swim up the door and hide around the corner there, 15 feet.
That's it.
Okay, beautiful. Yeah, AO Jade will take her turn. I've been excited to use these stat blocks.
Just like Princess Fiona in that one.
She does a little bit. She isn't supposed to look anything like that. I think I'm gonna make a mini for these guys. Uh, okay. I think it's pretty easy what she's going to do. She's gonna swim up to the motherfucker and poke it in the nose with her residuum harpoon.
Yeah.
10 feet swim. She swims with great dexterity through the water. She may not have fins, but her body literally is water and seems to she almost seems to glide through it as if she were water in and of itself in a way. And she's going to take her harpoon and she's going to stab into it. She will take that advantage from you, Grillis, happily. Rolls utter garbage.
Girl.
For 9, which is she like pokes it in the top and it kind of boom because it's a jellyfish. And she's like, and she's gonna do it again. Oh my god! I rolled a 1, a 3, a 2, and then a 3 for all of her attacks.
Bullshit.
Oof.
What's my life, man? Last night, I had, in my very scary assassin combat, every party member roll a nat 20 in the first round. Every party member.
Holy shit. Go team.
And then I think 1 or 2 of them got multiples throughout the combat. So,
Yeah.
double that CR over in that crew over there and maybe get new dice.
Please don't.
Yeah.
He forgets to tell you that he dropped my character
Yeah.
in that first round before she could do anything. It was just like
Oh, fuck.
down.
You got smited.
She was smitten. And not in the good way.
Right.
All right.
Also
so
watched
that's
Everett once.
Oh yeah. See, I've had some fun ones. But AO Jade is going to turn around to her party as her strikes just kind of aren't finding purchase, and she is going to say, "Reposition, y'all!" And she's going to use her bonus action, reposition. Who's she going to give it to? I think she's going to say, yeah, probably to Maggie. She's going to say, "Come on, Maggie, move!" And Maggie is going to spend her reaction to... Oh, you know what? No, she's going to save it. Oh, it's a bonus action. She has to. Okay, Maggie's just going to reposition and sort of like get right into the thick of things. I believe we're not moving too fast underwater. You know what? I'm gonna. She just gets to move forward like 5 feet. It all matters in underwater swimming combat, so she just gets to swim forward a little bit. We don't have an exalted vestige over here in this crew, so not everybody can swim very fast.
No, you don't.
Urban Wastewalker will take his turn. Urban, however, possesses the gloves of swimming and climbing, and he can move a lot faster. So he is going to draw a dagger in one hand and his residuum short sword in the other. He is going to swim with 40 feet of speed to the opposite side for a flank, and he's going to turn and sort of whip around with great dexterity underwater, and he is going to take a dagger attack to start. That's a natural 20.
Uh-huh.
Does this thing get... No, finally, something that isn't immune to poison! I'm gonna just roll it over here because it's a lot of damage. Urban is one deadly motherfucker all of a sudden.
Love to see it.
That was the right attack to roll crit on, too. So that is going to be 21 to the big fishy. Plus the crit damage is 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, 34, an additional 34 damage on the crit from all of that.
Hell yeah.
Not quite bloodied yet, but he doesn't give a fuck. Irvin fights with a ferocity and a viciousness and an efficiency of someone who is like not underestimating anything. Bearing in his now arcane arm, his robot prosthetic, the residual short sword, he strikes as fast and as hard as you can. That's going to be a hit on the first one on a natural 19, and the second one is going to be 19, which does hit. We'll just do all that damage together. He's going to do, as the blades like slashes through, it sort of pulses with a little residuum light, and you know it's dealing psychic damage to the enemy. Such as how residuum weapons work out here. Plus 10 on this. Is going to be an additional 30 damage between the two attacks, and the beastie is bloodied. And that's what he's got, bringing us to the Death's Embrace. All right. It's going to make 2 tentacle attacks. One against Ao, one against Irvin. That is going to be a 20 to hit Ao, which will hit. And that one will definitely hit Irvin. These 2 tentacles shoot out at them. I'm going to deal damage real quick. And then, because it's residual corruption, it's got psychic damage on this. That's going to be 24. It's going to be 30 damage to Ao.
Damn.
And Irvin is going to take. So he's going to take 32 points of damage. And both of them are grappled within 2 of its 6 tentacles. Let's see here. It is then going to sort of shuffle over into Irvin's space, dragging Ao with it. And then now that he is closer and basically in the Death's Embrace space, it's going to just sort of wander back over to Ao to do the same thing to her. And the 2 of them find themselves in Death Embrace. In the embrace of the Death Embrace. Which ain't the best thing for these guys. But we'll get to all that in a minute. My little swarm of dudes, however, are going to attack. Now it's their turn. Can only. Oh, they're a medium swarm. They're pretty big. We are going to go to, let's say, Ao. And is going to do a desolate drain upon her.
Oh shit.
She only rolls a 9 on the wisdom saving throw and will fail. So that's going to be something that's probably a little familiar to you, Krillis.
You know.
It's going to be 27 damage to Ao.
Damn it, do something.
Ao is now stunned. It's not my turn yet. I can't do anything. Incredible. And that'll be that as they just sort of are gathering around her now. Done sort of not very much unlike a creature that's preparing a meal for itself. They're just like making sure she's nice and stunned and unable to resist as they prepare to start eating her. That is going to be my bad guys, bringing us to Prior. Prior Lumen. What do you do?
I was trying to plan my spell slots, but how's Gidget doing?
I imagine. I'm sorry, but we got Ao in there, is like getting frozen, like beat up and psychically beat down, and Irvin's getting slammed against the wall and thrust around. And Prior just in the foreground of all that happening just leans over and goes, "How How are you, Gidget? Are you okay? You need any healing?
Gidget's looking, concerned, but she seems like physically unharmed.
Just checking. Well, I mean, the Bravehearts, I really don't have any affiliation with them.
A true priest. A great. One of the greats. Holding
I
out
want to
my
make
flag.
sure that my party's doing well. Okay. This. So, I'm going to start off with Summon Celestial.
Oh shit!
Wow.
Be Avenger.
No chill.
Thank you,
Excellent
Philip. I'm
choice.
going to be the Avenger.
Yeah. Yeah. The Avenger is the one with the sword or the bow?
I'm going to the bow, calling forth the prayers to the Lord to deliver us a spirit of power that it has to aid us in this quest.
The DA
Um,
appears with a sword.
I'm gonna say what happens is what forms before you is a plume of sort of pure universal light. It is the light of dawn. It is the light of the stars. It is the light of the Luxon itself. And sort of sprouting from it are going to be just basically be residual beams, almost like lasers of light that sort of sprout from this creation of yours. And that'll be the Celestial you summon, a servant of the Luxon, not unlike the Luxon itself. I don't know if the Luxon has any command over angels, so we'll deal with this flavor.
No, I like the idea that it would just aid of a soul that it is holding on to of a powerful warrior until they are reborn. I'm borrowing a soul for just this moment.
That is way better. I love that. That's great. So indeed not an angel, but a spirit with perhaps within the Luxon itself calls to you, or comes to your aid, I should say. You are going to see I've got one. And this is the bowman. Yeah, you're gonna see this just basically this archer spirit appear. It's a large creature.
I believe so.
Okay, a large. Yeah, tell me about your celestial spirit.
I didn't catch that it was a large. Not that that's important to me. But before I get to my celestial, so how are the Bravehearts looking? Kind of bad? Anyone in particular?
Ao and Urban. I wouldn't say that they're bloodied yet, though. These guys have ramped up. They're doing pretty good for themselves. I'm gonna say your celestial spirit is a lizard folk of Jorhas.
Wow.
Of the spirit of a fallen lizard folk warrior.
Not expected, but always welcome.
Yeah, it's large.
And that's what we find there in Jorhas. Those guys are native to Jorhas.
Nothing else I think I'm going to do for my turns. So the Celestial Spirit will take multi-attack.
Multi-attack. This is our radiant bow.
You can take two shots.
Yes, it is a large creature.
Number of attacks. Number of attacks equal to half the spell level. It's a spell level 5, so that's 2.
Got it. It has a 16 AC. Hit points are 40. 40 hit points. Okay, cool. Got all its stats down. The spirit of this lizard folk worshipper of the Luxon appears and says, "I will fight for you," and he'll shoot off some arrows.
Rock and roll.
Is he shooting at the little fishies, or is he shooting at the big Death Embrace.
I'd like to shoot at the Death's Embrace.
All right, go for it. Make some attacks.
Okay, want to see how much. I have. Sorry, dirty 20 on one and only a 7 on the other. I'm very sure that 7 fails.
The 7 will fail, but on the dirty 20, the Death Embrace is going to use its reaction to use Body Shield. Go ahead and roll damage, but as you fire the shot, it is going to move its tendril quickly and put AO in front of itself and protect itself, and AO will take the damage instead.
Oh, fuck.
She's like, ooh. Actually, you know what? It's going to be Irvin. She's all stunned and shit.
Shit!
Yeah, Irvin's like, fuck. What the fuck?
2d6 plus.
This is not good.
2d6 plus 7.
Well, you have 2 parties, so.
Yeah.
You guys, the odds are in your favor. Let's put it that way.
Oh, had it. 17 radiant.
17 radiant. All right, Irvin takes 17 radiant damage. Oh, fuck. Shit. Okay, well done, Crier. That is going to bring us then to,
Damn it. It's using them to protect this shield. You have no idea what memory that brings back for me.
Wonder Woman.
All right, Seeker, you're up to bat, my friend.
Okay, so we have 2 people being eaten alive in the Death's Embrace.
Yeah, correct. Too many hugs. Too many hugs.
I don't really have anything to break them out, so I guess I'm just gonna focus on hitting it until it lets go.
Fair enough.
I will.
This thing's huge, by the way. It's like the size
Yeah.
of like, yeah, it's like 20 feet plus. Before the tendrils. Yeah, you swim up, and you're suddenly,
also-
you're feeling that Corellon speed
swim up.
flowing through you. Go ahead.
I will, I'll just be on the safe side. I'll hit myself with a mirror image,
Fair enough.
and I will try to hit this thing with a Thunder Pulse.
Okay.
Oh wait, my action is. My
Mirror
brain's
image.
fine. Yeah, mirror image.
It's all good. Your bonus action?
Bonus action.
10 piece.
Nope, that's it.
Okie dokie. That is going to bring us then to Gidget Litterball. What would you like to do?
All right, how bad does AO look right now?
Oh, let's go find out, why don't we? AO is, well, she's stunned, she's grappled, but she's not bloodied.
She isn't?
No, she's a tough cookie.
Holy shit.
Holy
Well,
shit.
Irvin is the one who took the most damage, but he's not bloodied either. Yeah, these guys have toughened up since last you met them.
Seriously, what
Or at
the
least that
fuck?
was the last Krellis met them.
All right, no, listen. I was gonna get her out of there, but if she's looking fine, I'll take a
she's looking
hit.
as well as a stunned, grappled person being eaten by a fish, an evil aberrant jellyfish that can look, but she's alive. She's not bloody.
I has only one more second level spell. So
Fair
if she
enough,
was
very
like on
fair.
death's doorstep, I would use it to get her out of there. But since
Absolutely fair.
she's not, I am going to cast my fairy fire, but it is the thing that I do where I do not have to concentrate on it.
Oh, cool. You do a little sonar pulse sort of thing.
Yeah, it is one of my abilities that once a day I can cast fairy fire and I don't have to concentrate on it.
Hell yeah.
Magnificent. Does a 17 save on a dex save?
I got to see because I don't. God damn. it. But I can't flash a genius to F you. No, but just meets it, beats it, ever.
And the little
Fine,
fishies roll a 19 as
Oh my
well.
God.
fine.
Ao fails though, and will, because she's entirely stunned, and she will be very fired.
I believe I can shape it though. We went over this
Can
one.
you pick and choose who's in the bubble? I don't recall. But either way, it's not working on the bad guys. I don't know why
That's
you would hold
fine.
on to it.
Yeah, no, I just let it go.
All right. No need to worry about
Bummer.
Urban and Ao then. It doesn't quite go off the way you would hoped.
Uh, now just give me a quick second. I don't think there's a whole hell of a lot that I can do. You know what I am gonna do just because someone gave me the idea? I'm gonna take my fox and I'm gonna cat. I can't do that. Never mind. I'm done. I'm done. I'm just done right now.
Damn it.
Okay, I understand.
I'm just
What you
done.
did, sorry. He's
That's
just like
fine.
just sorting through maps, and I know it's here somewhere, and it's kind of just struggling to kind of get out what needs to get out. Dermot Werner, the man, the myth, was Babaluxin, and is going to attack. Are we gonna attack or are we going? Oh, you know what? You let go of AO! And he's gonna swim over 15 feet. He has the speed to do so. And he's gonna take his residuum. So on the way over, he summons to his hand a beam of like radiant Luxin light, and he's gonna shoot it at the bad guy, the big old jellyfish. It is going to sail by, as this is my another 3 on the dice. And he goes, fuck! And then he's going to go in with the Warhammer and try and crunch him with the Warhammer. He can't get into a flank, unfortunately. He's not fast enough underwater. But it doesn't fucking matter because he rolled a nat 1.
Oh!
He has a shield, so this will be a one-handed attack. It's going to be a d8 and 2d6. 6, 12, 8 is 20, so 25 plus his bonuses. It's going to be 29 points of damage to the Death Embrace. And it bonks it on the head as the Residuum Warhammer flashes with red light as it hits his adversary. It is looking tremendously hurt. The Death's Embrace is very not happy about the whole situation. Which will bring us to Galceriad's turn. Let's see here. Watching, focusing, but not like disturbed by the battle, not with any great length of emotion. He simply points his hand forth and he's going to attempt to drain potential. That is absolutely going to hit. Galceriad will gain some hit points on that. We'll gain some temporary hit points. And that's going to be... 24. So what happens is Galceriad, in the middle of his hand, he forms all these geometric lines and sort of casts them down at the Death's Embrace, and it sort of nets across it, and then he kind of pulls it back, and then that sort of slices through the top of the Death Embrace and returns to Galceriad and forms across him as he steals whatever life force or future this Death Embrace may have had and takes it unto himself for his own protection, killing the Death Embrace.
Oh, right on.
Leaving only the swarm of sorrowfish beneath it. And Galceriad, again, sort of apathetically just does this with a great practiced hand, and doesn't really move more than that. He's done his part. He doesn't make any reaction. There's no satisfaction on his face. He simply continues to float there. Maggie is going to swim down 15 feet. And is going to... I always forget about her tactical readiness. They have swarmed around Ao, so she's going to try and pull Ao out of the swarm. She's going to make a strength check. She is very, very strong and succeeds, and sort of just like sticks her hand in the middle of the swordfish, grabs Ao by the arm, and kind of like flings her back and out of the way. She kind of ragdolls through the water a little bit. And she is going to look to Irvin, and she's going to say, "Keep fighting, we got this. Only fish left." And she's going to do a rally and give him 30 temporary hit points.
Wow. Jesus.
That is going to bring us to you, Chris. There's only the Sorrowfish left.
Yeah. I'll swim in there and Sorcerer's Burst them.
Go for it.
Hiya. Oh shit. Thunder damage.
Okay.
Oh, wow. 17 to hit.
17 hits.
Sick. 5 thunder damage.
5 thunder damage. It maybe kills like one fish,
Yeah.
but damages other ones. Well done. Is there anything else?
No.
Understood. That'll bring us to Ao's turn. What the fuck? Ao just kind of ragdoll sort of floats out, and around the end of her turn, she kind of shakes her head and rights herself. But that is the end of her turn. She's no longer stunned. Irvin is going to nod to Maggie, inspired by her rally, and he's going to just take some attacks against them fishies there. We got a flank with Dermot. We'll take the advantage. Irvin is going to roll a hit. Just gonna get all the attacks out of the way, make my life easy. 16 hits and another hit. Okay. I'm just gonna put all that lovely damage together. That is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for the poison. It's going to be a d4 piercing. Actually, I'm going to roll that separately because that's piercing damage. And I'll put 2 more in there for the psychic, and I'll put another 2 in there for the psychic. That's going to be 22 damage before piercing damage. And then the actual physical damage is going to be 1d4, 2d6, plus 5, 10, 15. 9 plus 15 is 24. That's all going to be reduced down to 7 damage additional to the fishies. They are still very much a full formed... Actually, no. In this moment, as he's slashing through all of these fish, trying to get through them, he does manage to just reduce the swarm to half, and half of their usual strength. But that will bring us to their turn. It's going to... we're going to see if it gets its Desolate Drain back. It does not. Who looks tastiest? I think it's going to be Maggie. It's going to swim to Maggie. Oh, this is important. I need 3 wisdom saving throws from you, Seeker. Every time it took damage, a little pulse of energy came off of it. All of the other people will have to do this as well. But I'm starting with you. What'd you get?
18 on the first one, 10 on
Nice.
the second. If that fails, I want to flash a genius that.
Yeah, that
And
fails.
on the third one fails so hard, I'm not even bother trying to flash genius that one. But the second one, let me roll
Understood.
that.
You will gain virulent sorrow. Sort of the residuum infection of these creatures sort of inflicts a sort of empathy upon them to you. You will have disadvantage on attack rolls, and you can't take a reaction, and your speed is halved until the end of this creature's next turn.
Understood.
Um,
Thinking, yeah.
that's all successes for Irvin. That is going to be pretty sure a fail for Maggie. Yeah, that's a fail for Maggie, and that is certainly a fail for Dermot. So only Irvin will manage to succeed. But it's going to attack Maggie now. That is going to be 22 to hit Maggie, which will hit despite her plate armor. Oh, she gains a cool swim speed with her armor. All right, she's still gonna get all bit though. That's gonna be. That's the wrong size dice. Six, thank you. 5, 14 points of piercing damage to Maggie as it starts taking little chunks out of her leg. That will bring us to Prior. What would you like to do, Prior?
Let's see, I will cast Toll the Dead.
All right.
It's a wisdom save of, 17?
That is going to be a 16 and will fail.
Fantastic. That'll take 18 damage.
18 damage. Understood. Irvin succeeds a saving throw against the Valiant Sorrow. Apparently he has no empathy for these fish. Psychic or not. Is there anything else?
The whatchamacallit, by I was gonna say Spirit Guardian, but that's not correct. Come on, brain.
Your Celestial Spirit.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Celestial Spirit is going to take 2 attacks.
All right.
A 17 and an 8.
A 17 hits, the 8 does not.
Didn't think so.
Irvin succeeds a saving throw. My man is just racking up these high rolls.
That's 14 damage. Radiant.
14 damage radiant. That hurt them. Again, they are reducing ever still. There's like a quarter of the swarm left, I would say. Well done. Is there anything else, Brian?
Nope, that'll be it for me.
All right, Seeker, you're up to bat, my friend.
I think I'm just gonna throw a force blast at this thing. And
Fair
it's disadvantage, right?
Right.
Okay, well you avoid a nat 20.
Awesome.
-2 because of exhaustion, and that's 22 to hit.
22 will hit. Roll some damage.
That is 13 force damage.
13 force damage. Understood. 13 force damage. And finally, Irvin fails and is finally afflicted by the Sora. Virulent Sora. Well done. This thing is almost dead. It needs like one good shot and it'll be toast. Well done, Seeker. If there's anything else?
No, that's everything.
All right, Gidget, you're messing with your maps. The big old jellyfish gets killed, but there's some fishies that need slaying. What do you do?
I'm a guiding bolt.
All right, guiding bolt. Go for it. You. This is not piercing damage. Oh, you got a swim speed now. I don't know what I'm talking about. Go for it.
Okay.
Sorry, I
Excellent.
was thinking about the swim rules, but it doesn't matter because you got a swim speed now, so all of your attacks all work
12,
just fine.
12 plus 9 is 17. Is
Oh
that?
yeah.
Yeah, all right. 17.
How would you?
Yeah. How do I want to
Well
kill him?
enough. Yeah, they're biting it. They're all surrounding Maggie's leg and biting chunks out of Maggie's leg. What do you do?
Uh, I think they just like a little almost like nuclear blast where it just disintegrates them off of her.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, you shoot this blast of light that will be precise enough that it afflicts only the fish, but it is sort of like a localized boom that does take out the rest of the swordfish. Well done. They're slain, and they sort of join what is left of their, or what is dead of their school on the ground here, and the bad guys are defeated. Incredible. Okay. With that, yeah, everyone sort of has a little like, woohoo, we did it. Incredible. Um, I think. Uh, let's see here. Ale will say, "And look at the loot." And she'll look at the big axe interred in the head of the fish. Because you know what, that would fit very nice for you, Maggie. I mean, you already got the plate armor, but you know, swap out your great axe. Maggie looks uncertain in consideration. Just, seems undecided. Doesn't seem immediately excited by it. Would any of you wish to do anything?
I'd like to look around the rest of the room, mostly looking for a key.
Yeah, start exploring. There's all kinds of debris here. It's going to take about 10 minutes to fully investigate it. But you can certainly begin if you wish.
I would like to.
Okay, yeah, Seeker's on the hunt. Fair enough. Anybody else?
Gidget would like to.
I'll just help action.
Okay, you're helping out. Gidget or Seeker?
I don't know. I'm just gonna roll for it.
All right.
What's the roll?
I'm just gonna roll odds for Gidget, evens for Seeker.
Krells takes out a coin, flips it underwater, and it takes
Yeah.
very long for it to go up. And
I just
very
wait.
long for it to come down.
Okay, Gidget. I'll help Gidget out.
Well, thank you.
No problem.
How about you, Pryor?
That was
I have my suspicions about that axe.
helpful.
I don't like the axe. I think it is a profane and corrupt thing. Could I take a history check to see if I can? We're looking for a key. Is there an axe that's what's the word I'm looking for? Influential or noteworthy in the history of the calamity that happened here?
Go ahead. Make me a history. Make me a history check. You're looking for influential axes.
Oh shit! Nat 20. I have a 26.
Ooh. Yeah. Pryor, you think about axes and their relationship to Kael'Maro. You know that the Apotheon wielded shield and spear. You know that the Arcart is long thought to have wielded a blade. You know that the Ruiner who destroyed this city, he similarly wielded a spear. The only religious relevance that you can even think of that an axe is held in mythology is the axe of the Lawbearer. Erathis wields a double-bearded axe, but you can't think of how that's possibly related to Kael'Maro in any way. Kael'Maro is represented by elves and orcs. These orcs presumably turned their back on the Ruiner because the Ruiner fucked them up. Axes are sometimes sort of associated with barbarians, but nothing mythologically. You can't think of anything particularly symbolic. You can't think of anything mythologically.
Okay.
You'll hear the sort of discourse between the party where Ao's like, I mean, spoils to the victor, right? And Maggie says, I love you, Ao, but we need more than determination to have victory. She goes, what do you mean by that? Maggie goes, well, we already have each of us one of these sets, and you know how it exhausts us. If I had two of them, it would slow me down even more. Irvin says, yeah, we cut harder. And he sort of flips his own short sword around. And she kind of considers that. Galsteria says, well, we can always turn it over to the Agents of Allsight, but I know how you feel about them, Maggie. She kind of like gives a side glance over to Galsteria, is like, oh, ha ha, you're so funny, kind of thing. And Ao says, well, we can just go to the consortium. They like this shit. Probably get paid for it, I guess. And that's kind of the discourse, is they're just trying to consider what to do with the axe as you guys have all gone about fishying around. I want to stick with you though, Prya. I mean, these guys have like 10 minutes of exploring to do. Is there anything you'd like to do or say or anything at all? Join you, whatever you like.
Well, I won't mind joining them to see if I can. I've just got this suspicion there's something here. The axe is the only thing that stands out. So.
Fair enough. I will say on the Nat 20 history check, you do recall that the only way to enter Kael Maro is by a residuum weapon or this key that was spoken of.
Well, that's a residuum weapon. We could use it to get in.
It's true. I will say on a natural 20 again, I'll say like nobody can say anything about this key other than, the word key. So it's like, I mean, what are you even looking for? Is it actually a key? Is it like a fucking orb? Is it like, what is it?
Anything can be a key as long as it's the item that opens the door.
Exactly. And hell, that axe opens the door. So you consider these things prior. The other party, I don't think they're going to like argue about it for 10 minutes. They'll come to a decision. I think they probably load it up, but Maggie doesn't equip it. Dermot, already having a warhammer, doesn't want it. But they'll at least take it. Maggie will sort of sling it across her back, but she won't attune to it. At the end of the 10 minutes, you guys are indeed going to find some stuff. If you roll well, so Gidget, thanks to the help of Corellon, go ahead and roll an investigation check at advantage. Seeker, you may roll an investigation check as well.
I actually put it. Oh, sorry.
You know what? Never mind. I'll just roll normally.
I put it in the I put it in the. It's a 28, but I had put it in the thingy.
Hell yeah. What about you, Seeker?
13.
A 13. Yeah, you maybe just got picked the wrong corner. You had to start somewhere, and you just kind of don't find anything in your particular corner.
Actually, 11 because I'm tired.
Oh, 11 because you're tired. So you're exhausted. You happen to have picked the wrong corner to no fault of your own. You're like, Gidget and Corellon, you guys happen to find a still functional and sealed jewelry box that is locked.
Ooh.
You move it around, and there's definitely like the heft. The heft would suggest that there are probably still jewels, artifacts inside it.
When we tumble it, does it seem full of water?
Oh yeah. It's not
Okay.
airtight, but it's still
Yeah.
a locked and sealed jewelry box.
Yeah, if it
It's
was
probably
still
why
like,
everything- yeah.
if it seemed like there was air in there, I would have been like, okay, let's open it somewhere else. But if it's already soaking wet, I mean, let's fucking open it.
Yeah, it's already filled with water.
I give Gidget guidance.
Is this a thieves' tools check?
It most certainly is. Per our wonderful new rules, I'll say make a sleight hand check at advantage because you're proficient with your tool set.
Excellent.
I like the new tool uh,
Yeah.
rules a lot better. And
22.
proficiency. 22. Yeah, you take out your thieves' tools and you go to work on it. Easily enough, you turn the latch and open it up, and you're going to see a number of items inside. The first of which is 2 emerald rings. They're worth 1,500 gold pieces each.
Fuck.
There is a beautiful string of pearls worth 750 gold pieces each. And the last is a very strange ring. The ring is made of some kind of unknown black material, perhaps obsidian or some kind of blackish metal, but it's very finely crafted. And what is interesting is that it has 3 jewels on it that are entirely unidentifiable because within each one is cosmic. It's like countless tiny little star fragments sort of floating around inside of the jewels, as if there's a magical light still very much alive inside of the ring. It's not terribly unlike, I will put it out there, it's not unlike the light of the sky, but it's also not unlike perhaps the light of Prior's magic. I mean, the Luxin. Luxin has a lot to do with the night sky. So flavor-wise, it fits plenty of spaces on the party. But it's a cool ring, and it's certainly beyond the expense of the other ones. You just don't know what it is.
Sick. So you said 2 emerald rings worth 150 gold each, or 1,500?
1,500.
1,500.
1,500. Oh, so much better. And the
1,500.
second thing was
String of pearls, 750 gold.
150.
And then a ring of stars. Whatever it is, you sort of call it for now.
Okay.
Hey, Prior.
Yeah.
And she'll hand the ring up and goes, that looks like it might be something would work for you.
That is quite lovely. Why, thank you, Gidget. Be sure to give this. I'll make sure to donate this to the church, and I'll slip it on my hand.
Excellent. You can feel it attempting to attune to you, Prior. This is beyond the ken of a normal offering. This would be a substantial offering or a powerful tool to bring the light of the Luxin to the darker places of the world.
Well, I'm definitely attuned to it, not even knowing what
Fair.
it is.
Well, as you look into the ring, my friend, I mean, probably quite coincidentally or not, it doesn't look terribly different than sort of like the black pane covered in sort of cosmic color and starlight, as what you may have seen looking into a beacon before. Not terribly different. So you may begin to attune to it. I'm also going to say probably long overdue to have said this, but Seeker, Gidget, and Prior, message me before you actually take them, but 2 uncommon items, 1 rare item. Actually, just 2 uncommon. Level 9. 1 uncommon item. So maybe pick out an uncommon item. Let me know what you might want to take, and I'll approve it.
Okay.
As your new characters to the show.
Gas.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Sorry,
I think-
Krillis, you have a vestige and you've been alive.
Oh, I'm okay. I think
Just having a long life expectancy.
these other rings would be good for you, too. And a gesture to Gidget and Seeker. If it's all the same, I would suppose.
It just makes like the sound of coins jangling and takes a ring.
Yeah, that's exactly what Gidget nods at him. Eh.
All right. Each of the 2 of you, my artificer, dude, you have like the emerald ring of the artificer team, or the money of the artificer team, whatever you want to do with it. So you can each take an emerald ring worth 1,500 gold pieces. Krillis has the string of pearls worth 750, and If you want to take a short rest to attune to it, you can certainly do it here. But there's no key that is found. You just find this jewelry box full of very expensive stuff.
That's fine.
I take the box too.
Sure, you take the box. I will say as you take the box and the lock has been like open. You know when you have like a really old wallet or like a really old, I don't know, I don't know, something that's been kind of hanging on, and after like opening it or removing everything from it, it kind of starts to tatter.
Yeah.
Now that the lock's released and the hinge kind of works, and some fresh water sort of begins to circulate inside, it starts to sort of just fall apart in your hands a little bit.
Oh,
Like
balls. Okay. I was
it's
like,
it's
Insight
still
might
it's
like
still you
this.
can still take it, but like the hinge kind of like finally goes, and maybe the wood starts to like feel a little crumbly in your hands. You can still take it, and maybe get it repaired, but falling
Yeah, I
apart.
think I was
There's
just
not a
gonna
lot of
take it
value.
and give it to Insight. I think she'll like it.
Sure, yeah, yeah. Add it to your inventory. Add it to ancient jewelry box to your inventory. It's not falling
Right.
apart so much that it would survive the journey back.
Okay. Right on.
I just meant to say that it doesn't have a ton of value
Okay. Yeah,
outside
yeah.
of archaeological interest.
Yeah. That's the one.
Okay, cool. Um, uh, and we'll say, well, looks like we're all happy. You guys found a little find. We got ourselves a little find. We know how you feel about these residuum things, so it all kind of works out in the end, huh?
Still no key.
Key? What key? What are you talking about?
Oh, we're doing archaeological stuff. Found some cool stuff though. I found a bottle of wine that was real extraordinary.
Um, you might have, Krillis, you might have expected some input from Urban at this the talk of like an ancient bottle of wine, but
Yeah.
again, he seems sort of uh, quietly on edge. Ao seems to have just become a bit of the mouthpiece of the party, Dermot as well. And she goes, "That's incredible. I mean, this place is like a treasure trove of history, ain't it?"
It's an archaeo. I swear I'm so overcome I can't even speak. It's an archaeologist's dream.
That it is. I could agree with you there. That's for sure.
How is how is she looking? Has she gotten a heal off yet?
Ao hasn't gotten a heal off, no, but again, she's not bloodied yet.
Okay.
Urban is not bloodied, but he's got a stack of temp points from Maggie.
Okay.
Um, yeah, they're probably gonna keep going a bit. Ao's like, I mean, I got fucked up a little bit, but I'm still going strong. Keep going, fellas. What you gonna say?
All right.
The Bravehearts just give a quiet kind of sure. Yeah, the wind has definitely fallen out of their sails a little bit. Um,
Hmm.
I mean, they were friends with your friends, Krillis, and your friends have died, and they've seen
Yeah.
horrors and things too. It has changed them. This is a different group than what you were originally set off with.
Poor guys. Maggie, the axe that you have there, is it okay if we take it to inspect it and stuff? The um the Cobalt Soul is interested in these as well.
Cobalt Soul, huh?
Yeah,
You sure it's not for the allegiance of Allside?
I mean, yeah, we don't have allegiance with them. We have it with the Cobalt Souls. That is where our contract lies.
Um,
But it's this way.
Gelsariad says Maggie has developed a keen distrust in the allegiance of Allside. Um, Maggie just kind of shrugs. She says, "Yeah, I'll make you a deal if it's cool with all of you." Looks around the Bravehearts. Nobody seems to have any issue with it. Says, "As long as you, I don't know, just don't turn it over to the allegiance. I don't trust them. But if you do, if you keep it for yourselves or your Cobalt Soul or whatever, I'll be happy to turn it over."
Yes.
Seeker actually like nods and says, Cobalt Soul does not want allegiance to have it either.
She goes, "Hear that, Gelsariad? The smart people at the library agree with me." Um, Sort of like poking at the wizard about librarians, but what would have might have got a rise out of Gelsariad once before, he seems to just kind of you just kind of you just kind of very neutrally takes that comment and just doesn't seem to be roused by it at all.
Fair enough.
It was clearly a very intentional poke on Maggie's part to like get a rise out of him, but it does not. He seems to be mute of emotion at this time.
Sweet. Yeah, I'll
Um,
take it.
she takes it out and will give it to you. As you feel it, Krillis, you can kind of. It's a very, very tempered feeling, but it is not dissimilar to like kind of being in far proximity to that crystal or any other residuum you come into contact with. You feel it attempting to attune to you, and it's not malevolent to you, but you feel the sort of psychic pressure of its power.
Yeah, I'm gonna like take it and then feel that and just kind of like let go and like looks like a little bit of steamy bubbles come off my hand and like a water hand that's like slightly more opaque, like more translucent or whatever. Mage hand grabs it in front of me.
Got it. Maggie says, "It won't hurt you. I mean, there's adverse effects to it, but only if you attune to it."
Okay, thank you.
She gives you a nod.
What are you planning to
Um,
do? Your group.
Ao was like, "Well, we gotta, we gotta be the great mighty heroes at the end of the day here, and I mean, I don't know. Might explore a little bit more. Maybe we decide to take on Kale Morrow before you guys can get to the punch." Um,
Yeah.
Maggie says, "Ao, you've been damaged, been harmed. We're not ready, and you know it." He goes, "I know, I know. Okay, maybe we're not gonna go delve Kale Morrow just yet. Maybe in a couple days, maybe in a couple hours, but for now, we're just gonna keep exploring Kale Morrow, see what it's got to hell. Go see what it's got."
Yeah, okay. I
Mind
guess.
the aboleth and the weird demon crap. They might. I'm not speaking uh directly when I say demon. I mean they're angry and mean and they're crabby.
Irvin Wastewalker says, "I'll make no mistake, we're keeping a wide berth from any unnecessary dangers."
Good.
We
Ao
found a
kind of
couple while we're just trying to let like the kelp forest be
Irvin says, "Oh
mindful.
no, much is much appreciated. I mean, staying away from there's no use fighting when it's not necessary." Nail goes, "I mean, if you say so, Irvin." And Irvin kind of like there's a little bit of like a shock glance in her direction of like he doesn't appreciate the cavalierness. Neo just kind of what? Like she's like, "It's just a joke." In the posture.
Y'all going? Y'all ain't staying down here tonight. Y'all going back topside?
Neo says, "Well, I mean, mm, it was pretty hard getting past all those guards."
Uh, that's true.
And so long as we keep the water walking and whatnot going on, I mean, we can probably keep ourselves sustained down here. Maybe take shelter and. I mean, this year Ville is not so bad as far as they go. Maybe the tavern can't get into that damn temple, but well, you know, probably bunk down here. Hard to get out once we're in.
Yeah. Just be safe and
So,
be careful.
Y'all got rations and stuff to eat.
oh yeah, we're well supplied. We're well supplied. And Dermot says, I can create some. We got plenty of water, and I can create some food, and we should be doing all right." Um, and Irvin says, "Worst case scenario, we do know how to get that. So
All
maybe
right.
we will go topside, but going in and out ain't the easiest thing with all those guards out there."
Well, eventually you'll go topside and I'll buy y'all drinks.
And I was, "Well, shit, you didn't say we were buying drinks." There's nothing a little pass without a trace can't help us with, lads and lasses.
Okay, we will see you
Um,
soon.
Dermot says, "Well, Lex will protect you, and yeah, if you want us to come along, I mean, I don't see why not." Or are you? What about all of you? You going to continue exploring, or are you turning in for the night?
maybe turning in would be good.
We've been down here for a minute, and I ain't gonna lie, we got the stuffing beat out of us a couple times. So
Fair enough. And it says, and it looks like you got your key too. Just part of points to the battle axe, not fully comprehending all the context you guys have, but nonetheless, sort of,
Playing
in the
along.
simplicity of her understanding, knows that that is a key into Kael'mara. It
yeah,
says, or
let's
Netherdeep, excuse me.
let's put that someplace where eyes that don't need to see it are gonna see it.
Yeah, and I'll put it into my bag of holding.
Okay, beautiful. It says, well, with that, we'll meet you topside. We gotta be a bit more sneaky about it. We don't have no fancy badges like you got.
Yeah,
We have
okay.
the portal.
I could
We
Hmm?
forgot
get
about that
us.
the last time.
It's a circle of teleportation.
Yes.
True.
A- a- actually, that's right.
Does your group
Oh,
have ways of using teleportation circles? Because we have the scissors for one down here.
They kind of all turn and look at Galceriad, who again might have at once been greatly excited by the idea of a teleportation circle, arcane lore, magic. Um, Maybe there's the slightest glint of interest in his eye, but it's very muted. He says, "I do not possess the teleportation circle spell to be cast and require one in order to use the circle."
Yeah.
it's the thing I remember, but because I'm not because I'm not the yellow, I can't bring it up.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I have it, but I don't know if I want to get rid of our teleportation scroll. I think
Well,
it's kind
Oh
of a cool
no.
spell.
teleport is a big spell. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
it would
No.
take a pretty highly powerful caster to like if you were hypothetically to give it to Gelsariad to copy his spellbook, he wouldn't be able to until he's a much more advanced wizard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if you wanted to get into Gelsariad's good graces, that's would certainly do the job.
I don't think we
Yeah.
can do that. No.
Fair enough.
Hopefully he'll get the teleportation circles soon, and then he can cast it that way.
But I could transport us to the entryway if you like. Still under the water, but
Uh, Ael will say, well, she kind of swims up to you and says, what do you, how close we talking? Because, like I said, we gotta be sneaky.
I mean, technically I could put us out in the river in Corellon.
Holy shit, you could just pop in and out on your leisure?
Maybe not really. I mean, I'm sure it's difficult, but I could try.
Seiko kind of looks at Coryllis. That is a once use.
Congratulations, you just found a way where I probably shouldn't allow this spell to be in this game, so I'm gonna now revoke your ability to use that. Yeah, the ability to enter and exit Kelmar is meant to be a difficult one. If any old sorcerer can cast a
Yeah.
little spell and just appear in this dig site, it kind of changes the entire dynamic of the security.
That's cool. I can reel that back and save it for another time or something.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say swap it.
Okay, I'll just
I've
swap
long
it.
had an issue with it. Try and let it happen, but then every time I do, it ends up fucking up something pretty important. So
That's all right. I'm
Say
just gonna
just-
leave my extra spell blank and pick it later.
got it. Okay, so she says, "All right, well, tell you what, you're all heading out. We'll see you topside. We got a little pass without a trace to keep us handy."
Safe hunting.
Oh, sure, and we'll mind the aboleth. Come on, everybody. Got a little sneaky sneak to do. Maybe we can sleep in a proper bed tonight, so nothing that's soaked. And the five of them will begin to sort of swim pretty much in a direct line towards where the entrance and exit to Kael'mara is. And we'll depart.
Do a final cursory look around and
Yeah, after the very high roll of Gidget in the 10-minute exploration, you guys are certain you have found anything of interest here in in Kael'mara. And with an extended note, don't have like a key per se, but you do have a way into Netherdeep, which is just about as good. You could report back to the Cobalt Soul and possibly complete your mission. If it meets their standards, of course.
But they're gonna take the key, and then we don't have one.
Well, we can't get
Well,
back.
they're, the Cobalt Souls, like, they're neutral if not chaotic good. Considering that they're like a secret spy force. They're like, if you go, here's the key in Netherdeep, they're not going to be like, oh, well, on principle, we're going to destroy it anyway. Like, they're not knights and paladins, right?
Okay,
They'll
got
probably
it.
contain it, but they're not going to just. You don't think that they would just take it away and destroy it if it had an important use.
Okay. Yeah, so we do back to insight real quick.
All right, you do so. You go by that elf that you guys hate, who sort of sneers in your direction. Make her all the way by. Alara gives you a little wave. You got all the way back into here. Insight goes, ah, oh, I wasn't expecting you to sneak up on me there. What can I do for you? You see, while she's focused on you, you see like the full party of 5, like tiptoeing past her, like shrouded by shadow. She goes, well, what can I? How did your little exploration go? Find anything interesting in there?
Yeah, for the
I'm
most
sorry,
part, it was very good.
Be pleased. I'm a different character now.
I actually found this ancient jewelry box. It's a little, but I thought you might be able to restore it or something.
She takes it ever so carefully. She says, indeed, I can, yes, have it, yes, I'll be sure to have this properly preserved. Thank you. Thank you very much. She'll put it aside, very, very gently and carefully on a shelf with some other sort of soaked relics. Says, it'll be seen to, I'll be put in the queue. Thank you very much. Is there anything else you found down there of tremendous interest?
I would suggest steering clear of the temple. It is now guarded.
Guarded?
Yes.
Well, we haven't been able to find a way within. Our she'll say the crazy name of the elf you guys all hate. Says, has been trying to gain entrance, but has said that there was some kind of force field guarding it. It's more dangerous than we originally expected.
Yes, it is guarded by the ghost of a devout from the age before, as well as a legion protecting. Also ghosts.
How fascinating. Ghosts that are from pre-divergence? You have found this elven bartender, and now you have found an ghostly legion of defenders of Kelmara? What a discovery! Yeah. And did you go into the temple? How do you know that? How did you see them?
They're devout of Corellon.
Aye, original worshippers of the Arcot. Are you sure they cannot be reasoned with?
If you are not devoted to Corellon, I do not think that they will not be hostile to you.
Ooh, a double negative. That's tricky. You do not think they won't be... You do not think... So you do think... So if you're a follower of the Arcart, you do not think they won't... So they would be hostile even if you're a follower of the Arcart?
Only if you are a follower of the Arcart will they not be hostile to you.
Ah, my apologies.
I apologize for not being more clear. It was a day. Oh, I did find some tablets if you wanted to read over them.
Oh, it's quite... the apology is mine. The Jorhassian accent is a little hard for me to understand sometimes. But yeah, please, the tablets, yes. And I'll be sure to perhaps find someone in the Allegiance who is a worshipper of the Arcart. Maybe they can negotiate and we can continue our exploration. But yes, please share. I'm very excited to see.
She'll hand them to Gidget.
Yeah, because Gidget also has some in her bag, so she'll put all the tablets out and she'll go over it and like we'll just absolutely geek out like the little archaeologist she is over what they are.
Oh yeah, and Professor Insight is just astonished by the discovery. She goes, these are authentic writings about this hero we've spoken of so much. An Apothean. What a name! And why an Apothean? Is this person Was this person a god? Or some unknown god or demigod of some kind of the prime deities? He sounds so heroic, so sacrificing. And you've spoken of this person, this Alexian, yes? Is this the Alexian you
Yes,
spoke of?
yes.
How astonishing! I proof and his final will. Oh, and he says she puts her hand on your shoulder, Gidget. She says, "It will be, when I record and take notes and inventory these, I will be certain the discovery is marked down with your name specifically. I should do your whole group. What is your group name?
We are we are the Luminaries.
The Lumin. I thought it was the sheriff and his
Ah!
No,
deputies.
we are the Luminaries. It is quick. It is easy to remember. As we voted on it
Luminaries.
even.
Yep.
The Luminary. Oh, okay. I'm sorry, a little confused. The Luminaries, aka the sheriffs and his deputies. Very
To
well.
be fair, the sheriff and a couple of the deputies are no longer here. I
It,
swear I did not shoot the sheriff.
The sheriff and his Luminaries. Very well.
oh shit!
The sheriff is not here.
She looks at Krill and says, "Is he not the sheriff?" I mean, it seems to be the original. Okay.
No?
No. Oh, my apologies. But she nonetheless writes down the various group names that you guys have gone by
Yeah.
over the adventure, just for the sake of clarity, so nobody gets confused. I'll be sure to underline Luminaries. We know that's the one we're going with now. And then she writes that all down, and she goes, "Okay, be sure your discoveries will be recorded, and you will gain full acknowledgement, of course, for the initial discovery. Well done, and thank you for bringing these in. This creates so much context for the story of the fall of Kilmaro. Thank you.
It's our pleasure.
Oh, it is not often that we find proof. We usually have to conjecture and guess, but to find an actual written record. Incredible. Incredible." And she will continue to sort of muse about the archaeological finds you guys have made, and you are more than welcome to find your way up and out of Kilmaro, back into Corellon. And after walking by the guard who kind of sneers at you, Seeker, for your accelerated authority, you will soon find not a block over the Bravehearts waiting for you as they're sort of wringing out their outfits and hair. Ao looks fine, and if you recall the art, Ao's outfit, her armor is clearly designed to be sort of water dynamic. It's sort of tight to the body so she can swim better, more like a jumpsuit than a suit of armor. Whereas everybody else is like sloshing all of the water out from under their armor and wringing out their cloaks and coats and hair. Ao looks fine, dripping wet. She's happy, dripping wet. And she goes, "Well, you all seem to be all friendly with the allegiance."
I mean, it was necessary for us to get in, but no, that is not where our allegiance lies. It was
Maybe
apparently a conversation between the leaders of both of these groups to allow us entry.
She kind of leans on Maggie's, fully leans on Maggie, which doesn't even move Maggie in the slightest in her great strength and size. Says, "Oh, don't worry, it's only our lovely Keen Eyes here who has a little bone to pick. I make no judgment." And Maggie goes, "I don't make judgment either. I just
Takes them
just want to be careful."
It takes them almost a whole week or more to fix one broken implement. Morons.
I think Dermot, Irvin, Ao kind of look at you with like little question marks over their heads, but Maggie and Galceria, being the more keen, sort of like understand the message between the words. Galceria says, "To your scholars then."
Yeah?
All right, you can walk. Dermot, Ao, these two, they gab and gab. Maggie and Irvin carry themselves with a nervousness. Irvin, extensively more so, like he's very sort of jumpy. Gelsariad is just like all the emotion was just sort of siphoned out of him at some point. He just walked like a bit of like a ghost. And you guys make your way towards the Gilded District. They accompany you. Um, Ao seems to be in much higher spirits than you last saw her. Um, as is Dermot. The two of them seem to have picked up, whereas the others have sort of gone down a little bit. Um, but yeah, you make your way through to find your way to the Gilded District. Um, they will wait outside.
Yeah.
The Bravehearts for sure. Was there anything anyone wanted to say or do on the way? Um, it for my from prior Seeker and Gidget, and Coryllis too. If you guys wanted to like learn more about these guys, it wouldn't take much. Essentially, how the mechanic works in this game is if you spend like a minute talking to these guys, you can make an insight check and learn something valuable about how to either get in or out of their good graces.
All right.
Who are you want to talk to, Prior? If I heard it all right there.
I had a brief conversation with Dermot before,
All right. Would
talking
you like
about
to
the
have
Lux.
one now?
Yeah, because we had a connection with the Luxon.
Yeah, yeah. You can approach Dermot, who's just talking to Ale, and goes,
Uh,
"Oh, well, that was a fine little journey."
and I am
And you,
curious how, like, genuinely curious how a goblin became a follower of the Luxon, since they're not. This isn't usual.
it, it's not. I mean, I guess I don't. Maybe you come from somewhere different in um in Jorhas, but I mean, I was welcomed in pretty readily. There's all kinds of types in Jigao. I mean, we got lots of goblins and orcs and all kinds of folk. Sorry about has my faith upset you?
No, not at all. It's a pleasure to see someone else who follows the light.
Well, great. It was great. Glad to hear it. No, yeah, our temple is maintained by High Priest Zoleid. She's a drow, but one of our village elders is a goblin, and so not too uncommon where I'm from. I mean, I'm not a god sent or a Luxon sent celestial person like you, but I do my best.
I cannot help but notice your compatriots. They seem to be less enthusiastic than I have been described. Uh,
Oh yeah,
you've known
yeah.
you've known Krillis for some time. At least you've spent more time with him than his previous companions. I heard much about your competitive, not mean spirited, but um, uh, your competitive nature with the previous uh, members of this group. They seem your fellow compatriots seem, should I say, lackluster? They don't seem to be like their hearts in it.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I guess Crows didn't tell you about I mean, some of the things we've seen on our adventures. I mean, me and Ao, we hadn't been out of our village until we started this adventure, and kind of found everybody along the way. But I mean, we seen some stuff, and I mean, he looks over to Irvin and says, I mean, Irvin lost his arm recently to a slithering bloodfin attack, and and well, that was very hard on him, and I mean, Bazozan was horrible. Bazozan was really terrible. So we've all been through a lot, and as I'm sure you know, your Corellon had I mean your group technically had some members that you lost along the way recently, and I guess everyone's just kind of feeling the danger and understanding the stakes.
I must say, I do not approve that you and your group are wearing the ruidium. Make sure I have
Yeah,
that right.
yeah. You don't?
That's.
Why not?
Can you not feel its effects on you? Can you not feel that it's corruption spreading through you?
Ah,
It's
I
clearly
mean,
a profane
pro-
piece of work.
profane. I mean, you think it's profane? I mean, I don't. I mean, sure, yeah, it takes its toll, but I suppose. I mean, what doesn't, right? I mean, you swing a sword, you get tired. That's a toll. And, I mean, these are pretty powerful items, and they take their toll, but they give us the chance to sort of. I mean, keep up with your group. I mean, we don't have a vestige in our group. That's pretty powerful stuff. And
I simply cannot trust it. It takes a toll on you because it takes it from your soul. Can you not feel that, Dermot?
no, I mean, all due respect. I mean,
I
my
understand that it's great power, but really, at what cost to you is it giving?
I mean, to my soul, I'd argue. I mean, I don't think it's affecting my soul. I mean, my power in the Luxon, my faith has never been stronger. My powers, the spells I'm capable of, have never been greater ever.
Oh, I
And
believe you. I believe your faith in Luxon has not wavered. Don't do not uh do not think of me that way. I understand. You clearly bear the Luxon upon your breast, but the the power uh, that you are aligning yourself with, I do not trust its origin.
hmm, I guess.
You
I,
you pray and you follow the face of the Luxon, but you hold hands. You cult something of the hells. I just know it.
the hells? I, the hells? I mean, I cast my spells on them. I didn't detect anything unholy about them. The hells? Are you sure?
I, I simply cannot trust this Ruidium. This it it takes far too much. It cannot be good in the long run.
I guess that's fair. I'll tell you what. You can certainly make an insight check now if you wish. You've spoken long enough that you can certainly begin to detect Dermot's values.
That's a 22.
Each one will have three, and on a 22, you certainly detect the first of which. Um, as you bring up like how it's dangerous, you definitely feel his nervousness, and that nervousness is directed towards his friends. You get the sense that what is very valuable to him, one of his goals, what is a very easy way to help or hinder yourself in Dermot's eyes, is that he wants to protect his friends. So by helping him protect his friends, by protecting his friends, you'll certainly gain good graces with him. And you can certainly angle the conversation that way, and maybe that might help him.
I can see, Dermot, that you value your friendships with your group, that they are of great importance to you. Um, Keep your friends close. Keep them healthy. Protect them
Uh,
when you can. And if I'm near you, I will also lend the assistance of the Luxon to you and your fellows.
um, he smiles and she's sort of, you see the chest naturally come out, and he will say, "Oh, I will. I promise. I'll keep a close eye on my group, and if anything gets out of hand, we'll do away with these things. It's not forever either. I'm sure once we're done with this adventure, we can put all these relics aside. Thank you, but thank you for your guidance and your protection. And I will certainly say that you've entered into a friendly relationship with Dermot. He's grown to appreciate you and your caution. Excellent. And just to move, I know we're out of time, but just to very quickly resolve this, you guys at that point make your way inside, and we could, there'll be plenty of time to continue to talk to the rivals if you wish to, the Bravehearts, I should say. But you guys make your way into the Temple of the Mentor. You find your way to the High Curator, and he will say, "Be pleased. Have you found the key?"
I believe we have, yes. Or at least something that will operate as such.
I see. Residual item to enter into Kelmaro.
Precisely.
It does not make me comfortable, but I suppose it does make sense at the end of the day. Well, we will keep this carefully held here. And I am suspicions that we will be granting it back to you in due time, but allow us to keep a careful look upon this thing. If you wish.
Please do not see it destroyed until
We will not. If this is the key to entering, we will not harm ourselves and yourselves either.
I would like to examine it as well.
If you wish to keep it with yourselves, as our goals are aligned, I would be more than happy to leave it with your party for protection.
That's acceptable.
Seeker. Okay.
All right, Seeker, you may add a residuum. I need to tell you what kind of axe it is, but it is a residuum axe. Actually, I can find it right here. This is a residuum great axe.
Ruidium, yeah.
Jamil will put 1,000 gold pieces on the table and he'll say, "As promised, you have acquired the key to Netherdeep. You have entered Kael Malro and rendezvoused with Insight Cure at the Legion's Volsite, and more than that, you have earned her trust and learned how to access Netherdeep. You have achieved all your goals splendidly, and if I may say so, I'm very glad to see that everyone made it back in one piece. Well done."
Thank you.
We did some
well done.
we did some cool archaeology too. Corellon and Seeker, they purified a temple of Corellon. It's pretty cool. Just
incredible.
Thank you.
And please take some time to recover and celebrate your successes, and I will consult with my various companions, and we will decide what the next steps to be taken are. Tensions between the Allegiance and the Vermilion Dream they need to be monitored, and we need to plan our next move, which you have done very well. Please, take your time, celebrate your victories, and I will be in contact in a couple of days.
Thank you.
With that, you have this residuum great axe. Prior, you will surely attune to your magical item. It is a ring of shooting stars. This is a very rare item.
Cool.
It has a couple of functions that are pretty sweet. Might check those out. But yes, your party will have a couple of days to celebrate. Make sure to confirm whatever level ups you wish to do from this session. Excellent, guys. Excellent. And we will call our session. Oh yes, Gidget.
Just to put this out there for the DM, what Gidget would then say to everyone else once even she got outside to the Bravehearts is, "I know y'all been going to the one place, but my sister's one of the finest performers, and she and Daddy and my family, they got a tavern, and if you want to see a good old show, you ought to let me take y'all out," and she'll invite you to her family's place.
Sure, I vote hell yeah on that.
And I'll send all of that. And I'll
Love it.
it's in my background, but I'll send you the paragraph so you can.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Sure. Yeah, so maybe that'll be our little pit stop next week, and you guys are going to have about a week to enjoy your pleasure. So, a small downtime between missions, and we'll pick it up next week, guys. Good job.
Hell yeah. Go
Great.
team.
Have a great night, everybody. Take care.
Great team.